Get ready. Save the date. It's the Gospel Sounds Music Awards, coming to Birmingham, Alabama, August the 22nd, 2025. It's the inaugural Gospel Sounds Music Awards. For information, please visit us on our website, gospelsoundsmusicawards.org. This is one that you don't want to miss. See you there.
It's the FIYAH Show, hosted by Guilty.
What's up? What's happening? What's going on, y'all? Listen, it's Tuesday. You know what we do on Tuesdays? We put the heat to the word on the street. It's your girl Yielded right here where we are every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Doing what? You're not safe. Putting the heat to the word on the street. Hey, they get you right. With the dedicated news, ain't no stopping. Mike second, oh, where you, Mike? Listen, y'all, we're gonna have a good time today. Don't worry about none of the preliminaries, none of the technicalities. What I need you to do right now is like and share this video. Let your friends know that it's about to go up in a blaze. Let them know that it's about to go down right here on Anointed Radio Network, where we're always giving God what the praise. His word says that if he be lifted up, he'll do the drawing. So if you haven't told anybody about the FIYAH Show, why not? If you haven't told anybody that we're live every Tuesday, why not? Let them know. Let them know we're here now. Let them know that it's about to go up in a blaze. Like and share the video. Let everybody know that it's another amazing episode of the FIYAH Show. We're going to have a little talk Tuesday. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. We might even let some of y'all tap in and talk about what you want to talk about. But nonetheless, we are excited to have you here today. Look, I'm going to tell y'all now. Lorenzo's not here. So everything technical that happens today that's an error is his fault. Why? Because he should be here. We don't care that I know how to do this. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to keep messing up. So anyways, the music plays twice. Just rock it out. I'm playing the topic. And get you rocking. And with the dedicated news, ain't no stopping. One more time. Ow. Again. Ow. Hold your note. Yep. Again, it is the FIYAH Show with your girl Yielded in the building, y'all. I am super excited always to be here on Tuesdays. You know what? Sometimes I have in the back of my mind, nope, we ain't gonna do the show today. We're gonna cancel it. My pinky toe hurt. Nope, we ain't gonna do the show today because I got a headache. Nope, we ain't gonna do the show because somebody absent. Nope, we ain't gonna. But guess what? We're here because we have been called to set a standard. The standard has already been set. We've been given a charge, given an assignment to get in here and make it happen. So here I am to say, I ain't saving the day. I'm just going to do the show. How about that? I was feeling real Mighty Mouses until I put my arms up, and then I thought about, girl, your back too big to be Mighty Mouse. So don't worry about it. But look, y'all, we're going to have an amazing show today because, I ain't want to do the show. That's why it's going to be a good show. When I get into a place that it's not me and it's all he. Listen, all that I am is because of thee. All that I'm not is because of me. So I'm super excited today to be a yielded vessel before you. Didn't want to be here. Didn't want to do it. Marvin Sapp would say, never would have made it without you. So if it wasn't for the Lord, thy God, that was on my side, I wouldn't be here because I don't feel like peopling today. I'm all people out. I didn't people enough. I'm sick of peopling. I didn't have my share of people. I'm probably not supposed to be saying that. But listen, this is my honest truth. And sometimes that's why we as a people can't get to the very next episode because we're too busy trying to cover up and put on a facade and make do and all of that good stuff. But me, I'm just open, honest, cut and dry. And here it is. It is what it is. I am only a yielded vessel because the Lord continuously shines his grace and mercy up on me. So again, for those of you that can see me waving my hands, listen, you are in the choir stand. I don't know you're there unless you say hello. So if you're there, go ahead and say hello because I want to shout you out and let you know just how important you are. Look, it's late in the evening, y'all, in the afternoon, but I got a little bit of coffee in my cup. Let me do it for Lorenzo. I got coffee. I got my coffee in my cup. And so because I got my coffee in my cup, I might be a little bit I think I'm animated anyway, so don't worry about it. But nonetheless, I'm excited. It's 4:05, 5 minutes after the hour. If you haven't said hello, what's wrong with your fingers? What's wrong with your keyboard? What's wrong with your good sanctified worship over there in the choir stand? So go ahead and say hello so that I can say hello back to you. Met some amazing people over the last couple of days that said they will be tuning in today. I want to see if the devil is lying. They are too. Is y'all lying? Did y'all lie to me? Did y'all say I'm going to be on the show today and you're not here? So who is here? Let me know that you're here. I want to shout you out. Again, we're always excited to have our listeners, our viewers, and our supporters. Want to send a huge, amazing shout out all the way over on the West Coast. We want to shout out Pastor J. Pastor J. Lon Calhoun, who's always got something to say here in these Anointed Radio Network streets. That's out in Las Vegas, y'all. So we're streaming live in Las Vegas. And if you see the red light, that means you're watching us live. If you don't see the red light up there, that means you're watching the late show. And it's fine too. You can catch us on all the podcast platforms. But right now, we're here. You're here. So I need to know you're here. So go ahead and type hello on the screen. Let me know where you're watching from, especially if you're a first-time watcher. Go ahead and hit that share button. Share us with somebody. We may not be what you need today, but somebody may need to hear something from us. We always get feedback from people that say, hey, that was the laughter that I needed for today. We always get comments that say, y'all made my day. So I need to know if you're here. I don't see no, hey, like the preacher would say, ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm preaching better than y'all saying amen. So at least put an amen, a hello, a shout out or something there in the comments. I want to know that you are here. I want to know that you are looking, listening, watching, and supporting. So with that being said, I feel like Lorenzo is unctioning me with the ticker tape down there. You know, if he was here, y'all, I don't know if y'all know it, but he has a very nice, polite bully spirit. And so when he's bullying and he don't want to be a bully, like in y'all eyesight, he kind of does stuff like this. And that mean like, Yielded, you talking too much, go to the national holiday. So we want to continue to send our prayers and love out there on the East Coast to our very own Lorenzo and Antoine Hilton, the bereaved family, as they're, adjusting in this time. They had an amazing home. When I say homegoing, it was a homegoing celebration. Some people be talking about some homegoing celebrations and they just, I don't want to talk about the people's stuff, but it don't look homegoing-ish. But they had an amazing homegoing celebration this past Sunday out in North Carolina for their grandmother. It was listen, everything they said about her let me know that she loved the Lord, and all the things that she did was representative of her loving the Lord. And let me say this, they had some church on Sunday. They had some church in there. They was singing and praising God, and it was a homegoing celebration. I was over there. I was like, I don't know if they allow running in this church, so I don't want to be out of order, but I'm a runner. I wanted to run. I had on my good door knocker shoes, could have run all up and threw down in them aisles. But like I say, I ain't know, and I ain't want to be out of order. So I was just over there holding my own mule, trying to keep from running, because I wanted to take out in a full-fledged sprint out there in them streets, but I ain't. Yeah, I wanted to be in order. So I got me a little run in a little later on. But it's national holidays. Today is April the 14th. 15th, I'm sorry, it's the 15th. Where's your taxes? Y'all done your taxes? Listen, y'all know that creepy guy on the commercial gonna come for you if you don't go get them taxes done. So I pray that you got your taxes done. I pray that you did them right. And I pray that you ain't add nobody else cheering on there. Using people cheering, trying to get that earned income credit, and then the people's gonna come and get you. So it's National Tax Time Day celebration, depression, whichever one you want to make it be. I'm hoping you got your taxes done. Y'all, who got your taxes done? Y'all already did your taxes? If you ain't done them, I know where you at. You're in line trying to get them done right now. So you're probably not on here to say you ain't done them. But hope y'all got your taxes done. And that's my spiel on that. Today is April 15th. We're the 4th month and halfway through it in 2025. Can y'all believe 4 months already? 3.5 months are gone already. 3.5 months. It's April the 15th, y'all. So today is National Laundry Day. That's kind of disturbing to me, that we need a holiday to observe Laundry Day. I'm just a little concerned. Let's just see what the national holiday people them say. Even though National Laundry Day and Tax Day often are together, land together on April the 15th. Remember to keep these two activities separately. Anybody who has recovered a $20 bill from the washing machine knows why. That says we generally don't love doing laundry. However, we are thrilled when it's done, especially when we find that money. The only thing that I have a problem with is that when I do the laundry and I find money, I'm excited because I find money, but I ain't all that excited because it was mine. It's a little more excited if I do the laundry and somebody else's money in there. You know what I'm saying? So the guy upstairs don't typically have no money. So you typically don't have none in the laundry, in the wash. So I'm not that excited about finding money in the laundry. But anyways, however, we are thrilled when it's done. Think clean clothes, fresh sheets, and that's fresh laundry scent. Now, I love a good laundry scent. Them people over there at the place that sell the lotions and the candles and all of that stuff, they got them wallflower things, and they got a Laundry Day fragrance that's in there. Let me tell you something. I had got the extra strength one time and put it in all the plug-ins in the house, and it smelled like the washateria up in here, and it was so much Laundry Day fragrance in here. I was walking through sneezing, eyes was running. I was like, listen, you done set off a Laundry Day allergy in here. Unplug these high intensity wallflowers and get your life together, woman. But look, let me tell you, I love it so much. I plug it into the plug right beside my bed. So I wake up in the morning and I be like, whoo, somebody done wash my clothes. And then I put my feet on the floor and praise God for grace and mercy. And then I think about it. Lord, I'm thanking you for the grace and mercy. But the pretend person that I thought did my laundry does not exist. It's these stupid wallflowers. But anyway, y'all, yeah, it's National Laundry Day. So wash your clothes. If you ain't washed your clothes before today, I'm concerned. But yeah, wash your clothes. It is also National Holy Tuesday. Okay, we're going to go with Holy Tuesday. It was Palm Sunday. Wasn't it Palm Sunday? It was Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. It was Palm Sunday the other day. Okay, all right. So now today is Holy Tuesday. Okay, all right. We're going to keep scrolling. It is National Jackie Robinson Day. Okay, the 50s Dodgers highlight National Jackie Rogers Day. I'm with that. Listen. It's national. I ain't gonna even give them no clock today, but I'm gonna tell you who they are. You already know. Yeah, it's National That Place Day. Where they got the arches and the French fries. Now, I used to love a good old French fry from the Arch place, but I don't like them French fries no more. I don't know. I like the French fries with the people with the Polynesian sauce. I like they French fries. You know who they is. Stop looking like that, Michael. I see they got the Polynesian sauce. They got their own sauce. So you get their sauce. And them waffle fries, I like them, but I know it's not I don't like time, but I got to give you this one. I like their waffle fries, but I don't like that one that look like an elbow. I done told y'all that before. They got the waffle fries, and every now and then they get the heel of that potato, and on the top it looks like waffles, but underneath the bottom it looks like an elbow. I don't eat that one. I don't like it. It's an elbow or knee or something. I'm not eating that. But anyway, it's National Golden Arch Place Day today. It is also National ASL Day. Y'all know I knew some sign language though. That's American Sign Language. This means I love you. I know a whole song in sign language. Would y'all believe that? Y'all want me to sign some of it? Pastor J probably gonna get me because it's gonna be sounding like dead air on the radio. Okay, well, I'll sing it. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one. Oh, y'all don't know that I know sign language. It's American Sign Language Day today. Every now and then I have to do some sign language. I got my sign language that I made up myself. I won't show y'all that one, but Mike O is killing himself over there in the background. But yeah, it's American Sign Language Day today. Y'all remember the lady that was doing the sign language that didn't really, Michael, stop it. Y'all remember the lady that was doing the sign language that didn't really know no sign language? I tell you, when you think about American Sign Language, it's always the funny stuff that comes into mind, or even the Genuine concert. And the guy was doing the sign language. He was signing while Genuine was singing. And Genuine got to the part of the song where he says, "There any more room for me in those jeans?" And then he had a great fall, and he tried to catch himself by grabbing the interpreter, and he tried to grab the back of him, almost like his pants, and the man just stepped to the side and kept on signing. His bruh say, "Ain't no more room for you in these jeans." So yeah, it's American Sign Language today. For all you Big Back Nationer folk out there, those that attend Big Back University, they always have a food national holiday for you. Today is National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. Yep, they celebrate the spiral ham on April the 15th. I don't know why. Maybe in honor of Easter or something. I don't know. Y'all have Easter Sunday. Y'all, what meat do y'all typically have for Easter Sunday? Type it on the screen. If you have Easter Sunday dinner and you have what's your meat? What's your entree? So look, here's the problem that I'm having. I see all of you amazing people there. Y'all can see me. Y'all can see my hand. Boop, 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 boop. But y'all are not talking back. I'm like the preacher. I wish I had somebody. So if you're there, go ahead, like and share the video. Go ahead and say hello to me and let me know what meat do you have for your national holiday of Easter. It's National Spiral Ham Day. I'm not seeing any comments over here, and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so I'm having a fit over there. Michael, can you type a comment over there so I'll know that my comments are coming through, because I don't know what's going on. If I can't see nobody, then I don't know that anybody's over there. I don't know that the people of God are out there. And yeah, so I need to know y'all out there. All right, so the next national holiday. Okay, Michael is watching. All right, there go the Saints. Where y'all been at? Shout out to Sean Lee out in them Kansas City streets. All right, oh, here come the people. Look at y'all. Lorenzo here. Is it time for a commercial? What I do now? Lorenzo watching? He here? Almighty God. But anyways, shout out to Crystal. Crystal says she does ham. I best behave. All right, let me behave. Hold on. All right, am I good? Am I good, Michael? All right. Lorenzo, shout out to you. Listen, I'm doing a good job. I'm doing my good work. You taught me well. Vice versa, either way, don't matter. I'm doing my good work, but it's national holiday. See, I even got the Debo ticket. I got the ticker tape running down there, and I'm letting me know what's next, so you don't have to do it. I'm on my job. I'm on my job. It's also national. What's the next one I want to do? National Rubber Eraser Day. Do y'all remember the big fat pink rubber erasers you had to have in your school supplies? I'm not sure why, but both of my boys would always demolish those things, and they would be in little pieces, and we would find them all over the place in the washing machine. Yeah. Anyway, it's National Rubber Eraser Day. It is also National Purple Up Day. Purple Up Day is a special holiday that recognizes the contributions of military children. Okay, all right. Shout out to military children. I think that may be the children of the people in the military, but because I'm a little slow some days, I'm just going to shout out to my children. My son, who is serving right now in the United States Army, 5 years in, started out as an infantry soldier, still is infantry soldier, but he has just completed his physical therapy program, and he is right now in Honolulu, Hawaii at Tripler, serving in the medical part. Oh, I see you doing your aloha dance. So shout out to them for the Purple Up Day. So the last one that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to bring in my co-host, go to commercial and all that stuff, because I got to pay some bills, because Lorenzo going to be texting, pay a commercial. So I'm going to stay on top of it. Lorenzo, I hope you're watching. I hope you understand. I can do this. I can do this. So today is also National Take a Wild Guess Day. Take a Wild Guess Day. So, okay, I see the people over here in the comments. Some of the saints are bougie. They have lobster and shrimp for Easter. Today is National Spiral Ham Day. I don't eat ham. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat roast. I don't eat pork. I don't eat any of that. But Sean Lee, you and I can do Easter together, because all of that come out the water. Michael says I have. Let me just let him say it myself. Let himself. Okay, Michael, I'm going to bring you in so you can tell the people what I have. Michael, where you at?
I am going to try to practice my hoop, Jesse Jackson style.
Oh, you gonna hoop on Easter?
On is telling me Sean Lee is going to invite us to Easter Sunday.
Oh, you better get your hooping voice on, Reverend. So look here, y'all. We have been slowly teaching Mike O the customs of the Black church. And so Mike O has been actively engaging himself in hooping. So he's going to share with us when he perfected. Mm-hmm. So,
and I got to close my eyes when I spoke to y'all.
Because you was a man of what?
God.
Listen, y'all. Michael, I did not invite you in here to hoop on today. I invited you in here to tell the people why I don't eat chicken and pork and all such.
Because she has an eating disorder, everybody. And her eating disorder is not approved by a lot of people. However, I don't mind it too much.
So, Michael,
it's kind of expensive to have your eating disorder.
But you always talk about my eating disorder, but it is how we actually became friends.
That's right. That's right.
We
Through your eating disorder and your handicappedness.
So now you're talking about my knee. Oh, look here. Speaking of my knee, do you know that my baby brother decided to put all of his however many pounds on my good knee yesterday? He sat on my lap.
Oh, did it pop?
No, it didn't. Praise God. Tomorrow I might wake up and the whole knee fall off like a Barbie doll or something. I don't know.
I thought you were going to tell me he fixed your knee.
Well, the knee has been great. It's been good. I've been wearing heels and everything, but we ain't gonna push it. But anyways, so y'all, those were the national holidays. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and then Mike O and I are gonna come back. We want y'all to stay tuned for the dedicated news. We want y'all to stay tuned for all of this good information that we got for y'all today. Lorenzo, how I play a commercial?
I got to take care of my medical emergency. Because I don't like when you have a hangnail and that thing, it starts off like a little tiny, like this big, and then I'm just going to take it off real quick, and then ends up taking off half your hand.
Oh, Michael, I thought you was talking about another medical emergency. And if Lorenzo was here, he'd go ahead and run this commercial for you in honor of your medical emergency. We'll be back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Hey, like and share the video. We'll be back.
Today, we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient, which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name, pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare or private insurance, you can see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline to see if you qualify for a CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Recover Now is a national campaign aimed at the education and awareness of the devastating effects of opioid and heroin abuse and curbing drug and alcohol addiction in the United States. Recover Now is sponsored by treatment facilities nationwide. Many of them have been where you are, and they want to help by spreading a message of hope and recovery. They're working hand in hand with major insurance companies nationwide that can help you or a loved one get clean in 7 to 30 days. Recover Now is embarking on a national outreach campaign on TV and radio to promote anti-addiction messages. So if you, a loved one, or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, do not wait. A new life for you could be 30 days away. Call us right now. I promise this call can change your life. Sponsored by the Detox and Treatment Helpline.
Call 877-675-2490.
Listen, if we even think you owe us money, you won't know what hit you. We'll put liens on everything you own. Raid your bank accounts, retirement fund, pension. You'll open up your paycheck and cry because we'll already have the money. We'll haul you into federal court and you might even go to jail. Hey, it's our job.
Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. Our experts will fight for you using IRS guidelines to stop any IRS actions like bank levies or wage garnishments. Plus, eliminate penalties and interest and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
I'd have my mom call the number on the screen. You come see me alone. We'll work it out. Really, we will.
It's the Fire Show, hosted by Gildan. Turn up the radio.
Rizzo, did you hear that? You didn't hear that. Stop it. Cut it out. You didn't know what was going on. Listen, y'all. It's your girl, Yielded, right here on the Fire Show where we are every Tuesday. A little hit to the word on the street. We're already having an amazing time. Why? Because that's what we do. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, with the dedicated new singer, stop in. Michael! You were supposed to sing, Michael. Goodness gracious. Listen, y'all. Michael is already laughing at me because I am jacked
here
up.
trying to organize my mess right here, and I look up and you're off.
Hey, listen, like and share the video. Let the people know that we are hot here. It's blazing here on. Uh-oh, Michael.
Oh, it came out of nowhere. It just happened.
Oh, that might have been the best one ever. Listen, y'all. It's an amazing time here on the Fire Show where we are every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, putting a little heat to the word on the street. As y'all can see, it's me and Michael. We holding it down, baby. Huh?
Why am I so scared right now?
Probably because you know Lorenzo watching. Lorenzo got all of us choked up.
It's that tax man commercial company.
Oh, it's the tax man.
Yes. Oh my God. He should come. He said like this. Look, I'm gonna try to come see me alone. Y'all need to come see me alone. Leave your mama at home.
Listen.
Leave me alone. Don't worry about nothing. I'll take care of all your money.
So for y'all, just so y'all know, those are real legitimate commercials. Those commercials, we handpicked those specifically for our show. Tax time, of course, you won't be seeing that one probably after, maybe the end of the month. We'll give you a little time because some of y'all gonna go do your taxes and y'all gonna realize y'all owe the people, and then you're gonna need to call him. It's like a real legitimate commercial. Then we got our diabetic education on there, and if y'all need to get some diabetic testing supplies, call these people. You want to take a flight, hotel. Call the people. If you get your flight, then you go to the hotel, and then you need a little assistance. You can get your blue pill. I'm just saying, no order, no rhyme, no reason, just helping y'all out. So those are real legitimate commercials. Those are our sponsors. So please, ma'am, sir, go ahead and call the people. Okay?
The people.
Call the peoples.
Call the people.
Call all the peoples. Call all the peoples.
Tell the people what's up.
Tell the people what's going on. Yes. So shout out to Roy Brown. I think Roy Brown. Hey, it's Fat Albert. I'm tickled. Shout out to Roy. I think Roy is out in those Louisiana streets. Roy, I think I saw your sister in North Carolina. I think I saw her. I think I knew who she was, but I didn't know who she was. So I think I saw her. How about that? But listen, y'all.
You saw somebody. How do you think?
So
how does that happen?
You know, when you're on social media, you see Facebook profiles.
Mm-hmm.
Some are real, some are AI generated, some are filtered to the highest filtration. And so you think you know who people are, but then you be like, I don't know if that's them or not. I'm not saying that this is sister's case, but I heard that she was at the service. So if she was at the service, I think I recognize who she was. Yeah, I think.
Catfishing you?
Huh?
Was she catfishing you?
No. I said, see, I gave a disclaimer. It be people like you that cause drama. I said specifically, not saying that the filter thing was her, but because I may have recognized her picture on her profile that is probably this small on this screen, that I don't know for, per se that was her. Okay? So don't start no mess.
I'll buy it.
So anyway, shout out to the Fire Knights that are over there in the choir stand. Don't know where Janice, last name Harris, is. Haven't seen her over there. But Sean Lee is all the way from Kansas City. Who else we got over there? Go ahead, rep your city, y'all. Shout us out. Let us know that you are there. We want to say hey to y'all, because at the end of the day, what good is a show if there's nobody looking and listening? I mean, I get up and comb my hair and put on my perfume. Yes, I put on perfume. I put on perfume for the show.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
That's some
fresh.
Yeah, that's some laundry day. Some laundry day fragrance there. Crystal's out in Houston. Shout out to Karen Williams. Let's Talk the Talk is here. She's got a show, an event coming up this week. We're gonna talk about it next weekend. Don't get me to saying dates, because I don't know the dates. That's why I got flyers and text messages, and I got a Lorenzo who keeps all this thing in order.
You got a Lorenzo?
Huh?
You got a Lorenzo?
Oh, yeah, I got a Lorenzo. Low-Cat Management keeps all of this together, because without Low-Cat Management, I'll be at the wrong place at the wrong time on the wrong day in the wrong clothes. You understand?
Does your Lorenzo pinch you? You ever get pinched?
I wish he would. I wish he would pinch me. But listen, we're going to talk about
Let's Talk the Talk. I said pinch.
Huh?
I didn't say pinch. I said pinch.
Either way, I wish you would. But we're going to talk about Let's Talk the Talk in a little bit.
Do you know that when I'm going to tell the Fire Knights this, that when
you going to tell them, or you telling them right now while I'm trying to intro to get it?
Yielded when she's talking. When she talks about Lorenzo, her lips get tight.
Because he's a bullet. You know why my lips get tight? See, this is what I'm going to do. Because, I tell all the secrets, right? If you don't want it told, don't tell me, because I'm going to tell it.
You're a sieve.
I don't know what that is, but I'm telling secrets. So when I call myself having an attitude, and a lot of times, so for those of y'all that don't know, I'm in Houston, and Lorenzo is out on the East Coast. He's in New York, drinking coffee.
Back in New York, is he still in
and so when we get ready to have our meetings, we do it, virtually. So we talk on StreamYard and FaceTime and all of these good, not FaceTime, because he's got that little green demon phone. He don't have the apostolic faith. You don't have that. And so we're on the video calls and all of that. And so when I call myself getting an attitude, and I'm telling them something because I don't necessarily agree whether I'm right or wrong, but that's where I'm at. My face starts turning red. My cheeks turn red, and then I do my lips, something like that. And he always say, I'm not sure why you keep pooching your mouth out, because you ain't even got no lips. So when you say they get tight, I think it's because I be thinking about him talking about my lips. And so
they get gangster type. They don't get Bill Cosby type. They get gangster type.
So I don't know what Bill Cosby tight is, and I'm not going to even go that route with. Okay, that one. Okay. Yeah. So I got real nervous. Yeah. So I think that's in my subconscious when I say Lorenzo, because I know he be low key talking about my lips and stuff, and so I'll be, that kind of thing. But,
put some gloves. I'm gonna bring gloves for both of y'all next time. Come on.
I ain't gonna fight. I'm bringing some oil.
Ooh, the
I'm gonna lay hands. Or I'm gonna lay hands. Look, frankincense and myrrh ain't never hurt nobody. But look, it's 4:35. it's time to get into this dedicated news. I'm super excited always to see the news. Let me tell y'all something. So Lorenzo usually sets all this stuff up, and I'm gonna keep talking about Lorenzo because I need him to know he need to be at work. Lorenzo usually set all this up, and I stopped before Lorenzo came. I used to run all of the back behind the scenes and all of that stuff, and I stopped watching Al's news like the second week after he started sending it. And so I don't watch the news until y'all watch the news. And so today as I was setting it up, because I was on 17 computers, we ain't gonna say why, and we ain't gonna say it's because somebody absent, but we're just saying we was on 17 computers because I got to run different things and mobs and whooses when certain people whose name we will not name is not here. So I was trying to get it set up, and I was setting it up on one computer, and this one was going, and it started playing. And so I was listening to it, and then I got drawn into it, and I forgot what I was doing. And I was like, no, don't watch it. So I didn't watch the news. I almost watched the news, but I wanted to save and watch the news with y'all. So y'all ready for the news? Who's ready for the dedicated news? So for those of you that may be a first-time watcher, dedicated was derived because Cousin Al was extremely dedicated to making sure that he get his videos in on time, and he would send stuff without and just add stuff and do stuff without us having to talk about it. So I was like, oh, he is really dedicated to this news. But week after week, it became increasingly ghetto. More and more and more ghetto. So hence the reason we now have the dedicated news by none other than Cousin Al. So we're gonna get ready to bring this dedicated news in here so that y'all can see the dedicated news and see just how ghetto Cousin Al dedicate. Is he ghetto dedicated?
I don't know. I like dedicated.
He's Cousin Al, y'all. And so here's the dedicated news with Cousin Al. How about that? We gonna put it on for y'all. Bam. I don't have no sound on my news.
I don't hear it.
Ooh.
With you.
Now you do.
How about we start it over?
Yeah. And see, the thing is, I got to go live in like 30 seconds, but I just told my cousin, I say, man, you always talking about God ain't through with you. You ought to be through with you. At what point are you sick of you messing up you that you don't say, you know what, God, I yielded up?
Oh my God. What just happened?
See what happens when Lorenzo ain't around?
Oh my goodness. And the Saints say, where is Lorenzo? So I don't know what's going on with that, but we're going to get it fixed for y'all because that's what we do. So in the meantime and in between time, we're going to get it worked out and get it straightened out. Something started happening. I don't even know why it started happening. So we are praying for Lorenzo's speedy recovery.
Yes.
Or return. Or speedy recovery would mean he's sick. So his speedy return. And it's over there talking and playing, and I don't even know why it's doing that. But nonetheless, we're going to get the news up for y'all in a minute. It's moving and grooving and doing all kinds of stuff. And so we don't want it to do that, but we're going to get it together. And we're going to play it for y'all in just a few minutes. But Miss Karen, don't do me like that. I don't like when people come for me when stuff don't work right. So I told y'all, I be trying to get stuff together. But it don't always work right. And when I used to do all of this, everything was already set. But the fact that I'm doing it a different way now means that it takes a little time. So
the FIYAH Show is from 4 to 7 Central Time. For all of you FIYAH Nights, Lorenzo's not here today. I have a gut feeling we're going to have to answer that question about 10 more times today.
So Lorenzo is not here because we are praying for him. He's bereaving.
Is it bereave or grieve? Which one is it? Bereavement or grievement?
So at the church, we pray for the bereaved family.
The bereaved.
Bereaved. Who? Yeah. We're not going to make a conversation out of it, but yeah. So that's where Lorenzo is, y'all. While I get this dedicated news together for y'all, I don't know what's happening and why it's happening, but as I get this news together, I'm gonna tell you let me just tell it because I tell y'all, I tell all the secrets, right? So before Lorenzo took over running all of this and became the program director, Cousin and Al and I had a way that we did it. Well, Lorenzo decided it worked better for him yonder way. And so Cousin Al started doing it yonder way for him. But now I'm trying to do it, and I'm used to doing it the other way.
They mentors now.
That way worked for me as opposed to this one. Okay? So we're going to be right back while I get the news together for y'all. We're going to run some other stuff for y'all to laugh and giggle at, because we know that y'all was ready to giggle at the news. And so we're going to give you some other gigglicious video footage.
Gigglicious.
Gigglicious. So we're going to drop a few things for you, and then we're going to run this news because we got to get it together. All right, don't go nowhere. Be right back.
All the God's people say, amen. God bless you and say prayer.
had to call the Geek Squad. I had to call IT because I was having a major IDT10 error or IDTNT error. Listen, it was me. I can't make it work. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to get it together, but don't worry about it. We're going to get the news up for y'all. I got IT working on it. They're going to send it to me and we're going to get it together and we're going to get it popping. We're going to get it dropping. But listen, we're super excited that you are still here with us on the Fire Show. Technical difficulties. I already explained it to y'all earlier. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? No, I did not. It's not my fault. I have gotten rusty on all of this technical stuff that I typically or what I used to do by myself. And now you know when they say when you don't use it, you lose it. So I hadn't been having to do it. So it did. Let us pray. Amen. So y'all not praying, because if y'all was praying, we wouldn't be having this problem and all my technology stuff would be working the way it's supposed to be working. But in the meantime and in between time, Michael is sitting in the back in the foyer laughing at me. So I'm just going to bring him in. I mean, no sense in letting him laugh behind my back.
But, you know, this is such a typical of my life. You know, it's never your fault. Friday nights, it's my fault.
Oh, it's never my fault. Rule number one, it's never my fault. Rule number two, if you think it's my fault, go back to rule number one. Come on, switcher over here. Well, if you got your switcher, you should have been switching over here with your board.
It's my fault.
Don't even look like that diggamajig is plugged up, so you messing it all up. Don't worry about it. Listen, look here. I got the saints over here praying. Father, in the name of, loose the news. Loose the news. But listen, we're going to shout out to Miss Karen Williams over here. We're going to talk about her event that she has coming up in these H-Town streets while we waiting on the Geek Squad and people in them and our IT guy to get this together. So look here, Michael. Miss Karen has, let me take my big head off of the screen. I ain't going to take it off of it because I'm going to talk about it. Finding Me in the Broken Pieces. She's got that coming up on April the 26th. So not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. Now, rumor has it that they're going to be having some free haircuts and carrying on over there. They're going to be having all kinds of stuff that you can come and get. A free community event, luncheon, fellowship, and networking. And guess who's going to be out there in them Finding Me in the Broken Pieces streets? Me. Let's talk the talk. Miss Karen Williams is going to be there. Some barbers is going to be on site giving free haircuts. Now, y'all know anything that you give free, you got to have some order. Because if you don't have no order, the people just going to run and do whatever it is. Listen, they hear in their mind, whosoever will, let them come, and they going to come. But we need y'all to come decent and in order. See right here, you got this here website right there. Let's talk the talk1.com. Go over there, register. That's my word for today. Register. Go over there and register for this here event. You got to register for the event, and then you got to register for your haircut. Now, rumor has it that they only got a couple, 2, 3, 5 haircuts left because you're not going to get your free haircut because you're operating in your CPT. I need you to get on time and get over there and get together now and get registered. Now, Miss Karen has this event going on. It's focused on giving, y'all. So they're going to be giving. There's going to be some speakers there. Of course, I'm sure this speaker is going to talk on finding me within the broken pieces. And guess what? Rumor has it that Yielded is going to take the microphone for a little bit. They're going to let Yielded say 1, 2, 3 minutes worth of stuff, okay? And not only are they going to let Yielded say some stuff, they're going to also let Yielded bring her prayer journal over there. So we're going to be over there getting free haircuts and some food, some fellowship, some networking, some books, some words, some encouragement, all kinds of things. But you got to go over here to the website and do what, Michael?
Register.
You got to go register. Go register. Go. What you say, Michael?
Register.
You know what? Just don't worry about it. Just say register. Just register, okay?
Yes.
We don't want to stress you out, okay? So Look, my IT guy is texting me and telling me he got me together over here. So we're going to see if he got me together. But in the meantime, I need y'all, don't leave right now, but I need y'all to go register, okay? I need y'all to register for this conference, this workshop, this networking event, whatever title you want to put on it. We need you to register and get over there. Yes. April 26th, Let's Talk the Talk community event for the people, by the people, okay? So y'all need to get over there, get that going on, get that worked out, get yourself situated, okay? All right. So Miss Karen would have been on today to share with us all of these great things, but God's got her in another place. It's got y'all fly. I fly a lot. And so every now and again to get on the plane and sometimes you arrive too early, you leave late, something happens and it ain't time for you to land. Or maybe even there might be a storm out on it. There's a storm out on the ocean. And so the plane can't move. And so it puts you in a holding pattern until, it's clear, until it's safe. And sometimes we get frustrated with those holding patterns in our lives. But I just I stopped by here today to tell you that sometimes when God has you in a holding pattern, it's for your own good. So he don't let you move. So Miss Karen Williams is in a holding pattern on today. And so the Lord didn't allow her to come on today because he's got a hold and he's preserving her for Saturday, the 26th. So y'all get over there and get registered so y'all can meet Miss Karen Williams over there at Let's Talk the Talk. At this event, there's a flyer there. You can go over to my social media page and find the flyer there. The link is scrolling down on the bottom. We'll put it in the comments for you so that you're able to get that particular registration link, and so that you will be able to do what you got to do. Okay. So we almost got all of these things worked out so we can get that dedicated news for y'all. But again, make sure that you get registered. Go get your free haircut. So I think the haircut is just for young men, but I got a little hair that's running down. Can I? No. Okay.
No.
Don't cut that. Okay. All right. Mike.
Well,
yeah. No.
Don't braid it.
No, I won't cut this off down here. This hair this ain't supposed to be down there. It's like running down in my collar, down my back, and looking werewolfish.
You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that.
I gotta cut that. Okay, Michael. So, Michael, now listen. You can't use that word you used earlier. We ran this video footage just a second ago of the Spin Awards, right? But we got these award shows coming up. But because you and I have these offline conversations, I want you to share with the Fire Nights your mindset and your thoughts when you see. You can't use the word you used earlier, okay?
Can I say player?
Huh?
Can I say player?
You a mess. Tell your people the thoughts of that video you just saw. Just talk about it for a second, okay?
I thought that there was nominees of Player of the Year.
See, it be your very own friends that mess you up. You understand?
No, they gotta keep you in order. Gotta keep you sane. I'm not that guy that you can dress up in front of and say, "How do I look?" And I'm gonna tell you how you look.
So how did I look, Michael?
You said I can't say it.
Yeah, we're not gonna say it. Mike O says
Fly Guy. How about Fly Guy? Can I say?
First of all, I'm a girl.
But I know. But
go on and say your word.
Okay, you look. The only thing that was missing.
Go ahead and say your word. I'm gonna let you say it. Go on and say it.
Was the high heels with the fish inside them? That was the only thing missing.
Mike O is out of order. So the reason I brought up the awards show is because not to allow Mike O to insult me, but to let y'all know that we are actively voting right now for the Gospel Sounds Music Awards that will take place August the 22nd in Birmingham, Alabama. So if you have not been voting, don't worry about it. You still got time. Get on over to gospelsoundsmusicawards.org. Y'all on my social media page. I'm posting it every day, little monkeys, little pictures, little cartoons, pictures with me not combing my hair, just to get your attention so you can go over there and vote. Voting is unlimited now until people say stop. So you can vote 100 times a day for the next 100 days, okay? So you can vote for me for internet gospel radio announcer, promoter of the year. And you can also vote for Antoine Hilton for male artist of the year. So if you've not voted as of yet, then I need you to get over there and vote. Why are you laughing?
Because I want to put a new category.
You said what?
Because I want to put a new category in there.
Okay, Michael, if you had the opportunity.
And you're going to win for sure.
So, Michael, I'm going to give you the opportunity right now.
I'm not
if you had the opportunity
I'm a
to.
God-fearing man.
So you're not going to submit your category?
All right.
If you could submit your category right now.
We're going to play that. We're going to play that video again. And we're going to add a category to the awards called.
Okay, go ahead and add it right now. What's your award?
Pimp of the Year.
Fired. You're fired. You're fired. Shout out to Felicia Lamb out here in these H-Town streets.
Felicia.
I can't. I cannot. So hopefully we got the news thing situated and I'm going to be able to play the news. If not, y'all, don't blame me. If in the event that the news don't work, I need y'all to do me a huge favor. Okay. And I'm about to do something that I'm probably going to get in trouble for, but I don't care at this point, because if the news don't work, I'm going to be cocked and loaded. Okay.
You're going to play that commercial again.
No. If the news don't work, then I'm going to be cocked and loaded to be able to give y'all the number for support that y'all need to call. Okay. And it just so happened to be, don't be picked up by somebody that drinks coffee. Okay. That's whose number I'm going to give y'all if this here news don't work, okay? So we're going to try it again. We're going to try this dedicated news. Michael, you praying?
I'm praying.
All right, I need you to pray that this news works, all right?
Work for me, news. Work for me.
Yeah, I'm telling. And see, the thing is, I got to go live in like 30 seconds, but I just told my cousin, I say, man, you always talking about God ain't through with you. You ought to be through with you. At what point are you sick of you messing up you that you don't say, you know what, God, I yielded all over? When that's go, come up, don't make me take a communion cracker right here. That's when it's oh, let me call you back. Oh, I got.
Oh my God.
Oops, I did it again.
It's not me, y'all, I promise. We just gonna see if it recovers or something. I don't know. I don't know why it's spinning. I don't know what's going on. It's not me. I'm not doing it. It's
that's an international problem.
It's I don't know.
What's up? It's your boy cousin now who didn't get a countdown for the FIYAH Show, with your dedicated news. The news you can use, the top 3 news stories of the week. I thought y'all was gonna act like y'all had some sense. I said April, they go act like they got some sense. I said April, everybody go be on the ball. They go meet the mark. Y'all just
his face.
Roll the intro. Just roll the intro. I'm scared that the news this week go scare everybody away. Roll intro.
Representative.
He got a whole staff over there. He got a whole
All right,
staff.
number 3, let's jump right into it.
Oh, he on
a club in Memphis has been arsonated, and the people of God are disheveled, distraught, and disturbed. Sources from Memphis and Shaniqua, who finds out pretty much everything I need to find out that I can't find out like real fast. She's confirmed that this was not just a club. This was a place where people went and had pure joy. Club, lounge, whatever you want to call it. People went there after church services. People went there on Saturday nights just to get out the house and enjoy themselves. It wasn't a young hangout where gang activity was happening. None of that. It was a place, literally a strong tower where the ratchet ran in and they were safe. This was a place people really felt comfortable, and it was a safe space to enjoy yourself. So anger has took over the whole city. Anger is just running rapid. Check out the video.
We had a ball in that joint last night. I'm talking about, I didn't even have no clothes on. I had my scrubs from work on. Just sitting in there partying last night. Yeah. And we left at 2 o'clock. Now here it is at 5 o'clock in the morning. My club burnt down. Who did it? Who did it? You don't mess up a good time.
So as you can see, people are distraught. That tone of grief and that tone of anger, I know that so well, because when Aretha Franklin died, that's how I sound coming home from work. Like I'm telling you, and I sat in the tub for 2 days, just in the tub in the dark, just in prayer. because I knew the level of just discouragement I was in. But Memphis, we hope that they can rebuild. We hope that they can, reestablish some things. And I just hope that they're able to come back stronger than what was taken away from them. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. But whoever is the arsonist, you will be found. You will be found. And I believe those people in Memphis, they going to take care of you. I'm telling you.
Kerr. They're going to take care.
Kerr.
All right, speaking of things that's falling apart and burning down, number 2, Linda McMahon, former WWE, I think co-owner or co-CEO and performer herself, says that students will be learning and using A1 in the classroom. This tasty sauce has been around for years. It's been in different families through generations to generations. It makes our meals amazing. It makes our meals great and tasty and, gives it that extra oomph and edge. However, I'm not sure how it's going to be used in the classroom, but she says that since she's been appointed and given this job over education, that it is necessary for the next generation of students to use it in the learning curriculum. Anybody hiring?
There's a school system that's going to start making sure that first graders or even pre-Ks have A1 teaching, every year starting, that far down in the grades. And that's a wonderful thing. Kids are sponges. They just absorb everything. And so it wasn't all that long ago that we're going to have internet in our schools. Whoop. Now, okay, let's see A1 and how can that be helpful?
Now, Overseer McMahon. Now, so I'm almost sure, and I don't want to put words in her mouth. I don't want to do that, but I'm almost sure she means AI as in artificial intelligence. And Trump must have went behind Elon's back and hired her. He must have appointed her, and Elon didn't know about it. But I'm just trying to figure out who is her team. Who is her team? I mean, it could have just easily been a mistake. That's an easy mistake to make. And you get DDT'd every Monday Night Raw and see if you going to have all your screws put together in your head. But her team should have went over some things with her and overlooked the speech or the answers or how she was going to answer. We need those people. Where are the writers at?
I'm not praying.
And where the teacher's going to be, because everybody finna walk. I'm just telling you what's finna happen. But yeah, in this situation, I'm going to play devil's advocate and Satan's sacrifice and say the team dropped the ball. The team dropped the ball. That's how I'm going to leave. Lord have mercy. Is Bucky's hiring? Number 1, speaking of dropping the ball.
Oh, too soon, Al. Too soon.
Y'all, I'm so embarrassed. I don't even want to report this story, but I got to be fair, because if it was another city, I'd be acting a fool. I don't put on for my city for this right here. Number 1, Richardson Mortuary has dropped the ball. This is the funeral home here in Houston, 2 locations, about to be 0, where bodies were found just laid out like the clearance rack at Ross and Marshall's. People were just everywhere, laid up in the garage, everywhere. This funeral home literally left bodies in deplorable conditions. And a man went to the funeral home to find out that there were multiple bodies where they were doing construction, and they had plastic over the bodies, the roof falling in, asbestos all over their wigs and stuff. It was just horrible. Check out the video. And just beware, it is a little graphic, but we need to know what's going on so everybody know where not to go. So check out the video. This might not be good.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm at the funeral home where my mama's supposed to be at, bro. They got dead bodies in this building with no AC. No AC, man. These people, family members. Y'all family members up here in this building with no AC. They're not taking care of. Man, y'all check on y'all people, man. Richardson Warriors Services. Bro, they just got people in these caskets in this building being worked on. Doors wide open.
Now, as if that wasn't bad enough, as if that just wasn't just the worst of the worst, right? The man who went in there to see about his mama, right? They stabbed the man, the funeral home worker stabbed the man in the stomach for being on the property. Trying to get more word. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody else coming down there. Check this out.
Open up the casket, and she had gnats in her face. She was already sweating.
Other bodies weren't even in caskets. Some laid out on tables. The video spread quickly on social media, soon catching Marita Brown's attention.
I saw a lady in purple in the same suit as my grandmother.
Brown fears her body sat in questionable conditions inside Richardson Mortuary.
This was March the 21st. And she was supposed to be cremated already. And we've been waiting on her ashes. And nothing haven't been happening.
He has bodies laying in here.
Lots of activity when the Magruder family was taking these videos. They say an unidentified funeral home worker confronted them.
When he asked us to leave, I said, I'm not leaving without my mom.
And at some point stabbed her brother in the stomach. He's expected to be okay, and the worker isn't being charged.
Now, see, I got to bust out my clothes. See, this is what I be talking about. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with the FIYAH Show. What I'm about to say ain't nothing on behalf of the FIYAH Show members, staff, crew, custodians, all the people who view us every week. But let me tell you about Al. Had I been there, you would have filed some charges because I would have set the building on fire. I'm telling you, everybody would have been cremated, even people who ain't know they supposed to be cremated. And the people that was cremated would have got cremated some more. They'd been crispy as some fried chicken from Popeyes. Let me tell you something. I would have acted a fool at that place. Let me find my grandmama on the bathroom floor between the commode and the face bowl and see when I turn that whole place out. Look, it would have been some charges filed, and rightfully so, because I don't care about no DA. Dead on arrivals would have been. I'm telling you, I would have had that place. Now, to his credit, the owner has been in the hospital for a good minute. I heard he had a heart attack, so say, but he's been sick and in the hospital himself. But the rest of them jokers, oh yeah, they'd have been all right by the time I got through. I'd have shut that place. Y'all would have had to scoop all the ashes to the middle of the parking lot and tell everybody get a cup and hope your mama in there. I'd have set it on fire. I'd have set everything on fire. You mean to tell me these people are supposed to get the ashes back in March? We dead slap food stamp out in the middle of April, and they ain't got their mama yet? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I need my therapist. All right. This has been your boy Cousin L with your dedicated news. Back to y'all. And wait. Before we do that, I want to make sure everybody vote for Yielded. I need everybody to go vote. Vote for Yielded. She gonna tell you how to vote for Yielded, and Yielded shall be voted for. Also, I want y'all to realize that it's been a lot going on with these funerals. Even beyond that funeral home, I've been getting videos of people falling in the hole with the body and all kind of stuff. And let's be careful. Let's do everything with diligence. Let's make sure these funeral homes are held accountable. These grave sites are held accountable. Everything is stable, because I'm tired of seeing stuff like this.
Oh, they tell me
I have absolutely no words for Cousin Alex today other than we need to saturate Cousin Al with this prayer oil. Michael, I'm scared to even open this up.
I saw that video and I said, I'm goofy. I'm gonna start by saying I'm goofy. But that was a bad video. That
was horrible.
And the only thing that went through my head was, what are they going to do? Die? But
Michael, I'm about to put you out.
That wasn't cool. They need to do a little bit better than that. But then to add insult to injury, they stabbed him.
Yeah, so I come to inquire.
Somebody.
Yeah, I come to inquire about my family member. You know you down bad. You doing something wrong, but you stab me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And how a charge is not pressed? I'm sure they tried to claim self-defense, but
I don't know about that one. That's all messed up to me.
I need answers. Story. Al, I need you to get with your Fire Knights who's responsible for getting you all of this information, Shaniqua Bonquica or whoever you talking to. I need to know how did the worker avoid being charges pressed against them or filed. I really need to know. I need to know.
What were they doing back there, first off? What were they... Did they allow them to walk back there where all the dead people were?
So they went to the funeral home, according to the live that I saw. They went to the funeral home to check, and they could not get in the front, but there were people working in the back. So they walked around back, and it was open, and so they were able to get in.
Oh, so they let themselves in the back.
Yeah, with the construction workers. But here's the thing. They said that it stunk so bad. How are you doing construction work in a place that smells like this and you don't think to call and say anything? I think everybody there should have been arrested. Because the one thing I do know and understand is that you may not have ever worked in a funeral home, but you know that it shouldn't smell like that. You know that there shouldn't be gnats and flies in there. You in there fixing the ceiling, the roof, wall. I don't know what you was fixing. Nothing in your mind alarmed you to the smell or that something could potentially be going wrong?
I would assume I've never been to a funeral home like that where bodies were just laid out like that.
I don't think that exists. That's not how it's supposed to be, Michael.
No,
they
I
got
don't think it's slabs and I think it's gross.
It is gross. It's inhumane and it's against the law. So I read an article that says that they have been fined and held responsible for getting certain documents and information to them, and they're not able to operate until these things are submitted and they're under, investigation.
So, okay, I'm gonna see. I'm trying to look at both sides of this because why are so many people maybe they are being investigated. Maybe maybe their family ain't came up with all the money yet, because I know some of these
even if the family has not come up with the money, Michael, you don't lay their bodies on the floor. You still have rules and regulations.
I'm going to agree with that all the way. I think that.
But there's still rules and regulations that you have to comply with. And these people, there was no air conditioning there. The bodies are supposed to be kept cool. There's chillers. There's all kinds of things that they're not operating within. I don't know all now. I can get a funeral home expert on the line in the next 5 minutes, but just in my comments,
I'm curious. That sounds like something we ought to do because I want to know: are they supposed to be under a certain temperature?
They're supposed to be in air conditioned. I know that.
Why? I'm not okay. Look.
Because the body starts to decompose more under certain temperatures.
Don't think for 1 second. I think what I saw was right. That was wrong all the way. But the person in the back of my head is saying, "What are they gonna do? Kill him?"
But no, I mean it's again at the end of the day, you're being paid for a service.
Yes.
And nothing in that service says that you're going to keep my family members' remains in deplorable conditions. First of all, if it's not kept at a certain temperature, you're going to hear and see what you heard they said that was there. Flies and maggots and gnats.
That's nasty. Gnats.
And so
I think it's nasty. I'd have me a lawsuit. I'm with Al.
Yeah, and I think it's going to eventually get to all of that. I don't think Al said Al said he was going to do some other stuff. But this is the thing. There's a governing board for funeral homes, and that's who they're under investigation with right now. So if they weren't doing anything out of order, then why is their investigation? Why are they being required? Okay,
so this has not been swept under the rug yet.
Oh, no. So
this is just starting then. So they're going to get in trouble.
Yes.
Good.
So the
Good.
person that went in and did the video, went live, and as it went live, the police were called, and the police showed up there, and there was supposed to be other funeral homes that came in to get the remains to take them to their facility to put these bodies in appropriate conditions, because the body is going to continue to decompose even more so if it's not kept at appropriate temperatures.
Let me
that
ask
I know from nursing.
So you got me asking so many questions now. By the time it gets to the funeral home, have they already been all the stuff out?
The funeral home is the one that does all of that.
Oh, so that means there's a. Okay, I'm done. This is a. They're involved at the funeral
home. That's not done at the hospital or anything. That's the funeral home's responsibility.
So the funeral home is responsible for the autopsies?
No, if they do, so not everybody gets an autopsy. There's only an autopsy if there's a reason, or if the family requested, or if it's some sort of criminal activity or something. But if you just pass away, you don't get an autopsy just because you passed away.
I feel bad for all of those families that have to go through this, because it's bad enough losing a family member
And you heard the one lady say, you say, why are the people still there? Why are the bodies still there? They're waiting on the remains. This person was supposed to have been cremated, and they're waiting on the remains, and they saw their family members still laying in there.
And another thing I had just happened to see on the video, that business is good there. They had a lot of people there.
And so when this went, you know what, I'm coming to find you. You need this oil. So when this investigation went, started, all this stuff happened, they started, of course, the governing body started looking, and there have been several charges or complaints against this particular funeral home previously. So yeah. Caroline says, hey, how are you anyway? First of all, for being here, we appreciate you. I always see you in the comments, but never see you live. I totally agree with you, Yielded. That takes the phrase turning a blind eye to a whole new level. Yeah. And it's like,
it's gross. It's just gross. I just don't see how somebody can just do that in their business. I don't care if that's your business.
Exactly. And how is it that the workers that are there doing construction didn't see anything wrong?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. So it's it's horrible on so many levels. And to think about it, Michael, you're already having to deal with the financial aspects of this loved one. You're having to deal with the emotions of losing this loved one, all of the things that goes into this kind of thing. And then the next thing you know, you see this on social media.
You got dust from the ceiling coming down.
Yeah.
Because Mr. George's workers are working.
Tearing down the sheetrock or something.
Yeah.
I mean, just
they didn't want to say nothing.
Absolutely horrible. Huh?
You think Mr. George's crew wanted the cops there?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
do it when
they wanted the cops there or not. They could have made an anonymous call, and they shouldn't have been there.
I wouldn't have worked in there.
Yeah, they said it was stinky.
Oh.
And so the fact that it stinks in there means that there was some steps that were skipped, and probably an embalming. Well, even with the embalming, if the temperatures are not appropriate, of course it's going to smell. So yeah, man, definitely want to send out prayers for those family members that are involved, the families that have any. Listen, we won't even pray for the workers at the funeral home, because this is horrible. Has to be something going on somewhere mentally, or something that you would even be able to look at yourself in the mirror.
Did you say that the owner was sick, gone? The owner
is supposedly in the hospital and has been in the hospital for a while. So here's my thing. If the owner didn't have, and I saw somebody type it earlier, if the owners didn't have backup, then why are you still accepting services? You understand what I'm saying? If ain't nobody to cover for me at Jadal's, then there ain't nobody going there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely want to pray. Yes, Miss Karen said we praying for the family. Anybody that had anything to do with that. That's just horrible. I don't even want to talk about that no more. That's bringing me down.
That brought me pretty far down right there.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Cousin Al, we yet praying for you. We thank you for your dedicated news. We don't like it. Don't bring us no more of that. It's 19 after the hour, y'all. I think we need a commercial of 20 or 7 or something to bring us back up, because I can't take no more of that. That's way yonder too much. So we gonna skedaddle on out of here and over here to a commercial. Mighty God, let's jump on a plane or something. Let's go somewhere.
Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Whiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 877-801-8832. That's 877-801-8832. Again, that's 877-801-8832. Call now.
The abuse of opioids and heroin is killing people. Recover Now is a new national movement to help you curb your addiction. You can get help now, right now, and you can get clean in as little as 7 to 30 days. So don't wait. Change your life. Call the number on your screen right now. We can help. You could have a brand new life in as little as 7 to 30 days. You can change your life. Call the number on your screen right now.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use. It helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service. Better care.
Get ready. Save the date. It's the Gospel Sounds Music Awards, coming to Birmingham, Alabama, August the 22nd, 2025. It's the inaugural Gospel Sounds Music Awards. For information, please visit us on our website, gospelsoundsmusicawards.org. This is one that you don't want to miss. See you there.
Ooh, it's the Fire Show, hosted by Gildy. Turn up the radio.
We gon' talk, we gon' laugh, and get music. Whatever you need for your music. Listen, y'all. It's your girl, Yildiz, right here where we are every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. From the Lil Heat to the word on the street. We talking about a little this, we talking about a little that. As always, we got the dedicated news for you. And listen, go ahead, like and share the video. If you're tuning in, let us know where you are. Let us know what you got going on. Let everybody know that we are here. The fire is blazing. We doing what we always do, just heating up some things because it's so much going on in the world today. But at the end of the day, we want to let you know that you too can continue to laugh amidst all the storms, amidst all the trouble. That's your girl Yielded right here. Michael is somewhere in the building. Michael, are you here? He probably eating popcorn or doing Mike. Hey,
I'm right here. I'm doodling.
Grow up. Listen, tell the people to like and share. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and invite a friend. Let them know every Tuesday we put a little heat to the word on the street. Michael is here. I'm here. We holding it down. Lorenzo is out. RJ Blaze is out. But we doing what we do because we got to show up. Sometimes
RJ
you got to
Blaze
go.
is blazing the streets.
Huh?
RJ Blaze is blazing up the streets.
Listen, sometimes you got to go when you got to go and you got to go. Oh, listen. See, I done got too comfortable. I'm not used to clicking the buttons once we get back in here.
That's
So we send in again continuous prayers for the bereaved families. Sending lots of prayer and love to that East Coast, to our folk out there, Lorenzo, Antoine. just praying that, God will continue to be God and continue to give them comfort. And if I had to say something real nice and polite right now, I just say, Ma, I love you, Ma. Oh,
mustard.
Anyway. Not mustard, Ma, boy.
Ma.
Yeah, Ma. We got to say, hey. So look, let me tell you, we showed Ma a picture of, we went to this restaurant, not the time that we went with you, but we went to this restaurant here in Houston when Lorenzo and Antoine were out here. And it just so happened our server was Hispanic. And so Ma said, oh, look at Mike O. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna make sure Ma heard you say Ma. But
what's wrong with you? That's not Mike O.
She ain't know. She just used to sing your little beanie head on here. So yeah, but shout out to my mama's daughter. She's over there in the choir stand, y'all. Now it's 5:25. Y'all know at the top of the hour we're gonna get to the Iron Likes. But right now I want to have a conversation, Mike O.
Come on, let's have a conversation. Are we gonna include the Fire Nights in this?
We have to.
Okay. Talk to me.
The other day we talked a little bit about friends and we talked about support.
Yes, we did.
And we talked about, your friends supporting you and not supporting you and all of that. I want to ask this question just because I feel like we could be a little petty. It's just me and you. Petty 1 and petty 2.
I'm Petty LaBelle.
I'm Petty Pendergrass.
You're Peppermint Petty.
I'm Petty Riley. Yep. I feel like we should, and I feel like listen, I feel like the Fire Nights is petty for the world. You understand? So no. I feel like we can have this conversation.
Okay, come on.
It's about money.
Ooh.
What do you feel? How do you feel? Let's see how I can pose this question to get what I want to get to.
No,
all right.
Don't do that. You ask the question straight up and you get your answer. Don't try to.
I want to cater it. Let me cater to you because I want to cater it toward my answer. Okay, let's put the scenario out there. Okay, let's do this. Boy meets girl.
Brand new ears. Come on.
Boy meets girl.
Okay.
Boy likes girl. Girl likes boy. They start, dating, talking, conversing. They hanging out. Let's just put that out there because I don't know what your definition of dating is. They seeing each other on a regular, consistent basis. Okay. She make him smile. He make her smile. They go eat dinner. They go watch movies. They go dance, and they do all of this stuff.
Okay.
Boy runs into a little financial situation.
On a date?
Nah, just in general. He got financial issue. Something happened. The tire blew out. The air conditioner quit working. I don't know. He needs some money.
Yeah.
And it's beyond what he's got in his bank account. It's beyond whatever.
He needs assistance.
He got a little financial disparity. He's got a little financial distress. And he need a little situation, a little help.
Yeah.
Shoot, because I don't want to cater it. You said just ask the question.
Just ask it.
Should he be able to ask girl?
Bootang? Is she bootang yet or not?
They met, they went out, they hanging out. They ain't necessarily put no titles, none of that. This is what we got right here. Everything I said is what we got.
Okay.
Should he be able to ask old girl for his financial situations?
He can ask anybody he wants. But the question is, should he? Not should he be able to ask her, because he can ask anybody, whether she's a friend or not, if she a boo thing or not. It's should he even ask? Should he even bring it up?
So let Michael phrase the question. Michael phrase the question, because obviously I ain't do it right.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself in a situation. I'm hanging out with somebody and I run into some financial difficulties. Do I know her situation?
All you got is what we just gave.
Okay, well then no, I'm not gonna ask her for nothing.
Okay, all right. Fire Nights, I need y'all to chime in. If there was a phone number I would want y'all to call, it would be right now. I want to hear from you. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy. They like each other. They hanging out. They dating. They're running, going to events together. They having dinner together. They doing all of that. Boy runs into a financial situation.
How much is this financial?
They don't never mind.
Okay, because
it's the principle that matters, Smokey.
The other half should be aware of your situation, whether or not you bring it up, because that's how much you guys communicate.
So should you're adding too many variables when the principle is the principle? No. Should he ask girl for this financial situation? I need y'all to start typing. I don't see anybody responding to this. I need to know, should he ask her for money?
No.
Michael says no. What says ye, Fire Nights?
What says you?
I want to talk to the Fire Nights first.
I want to talk to you. I
don't want to talk to you.
Straight up. No. Why?
Okay, straight up, since the Fire Nights is typing slow, everybody got on their Janice Harris fingers and they typing slow. I need y'all to start typing. Now, let me just reiterate because I saw the numbers jump up right quick. Okay, boy meets girl, girl meets boy, boy likes girl, girl like boy. They've been hanging out. They go to dinner every now and then. They go to the dance and lounge. They watch a movie. They do all of these things. Boy runs into a financial situation. And I want to know, if boy is in a financial crunch, depression, oppression, subjection, distression, he got some money problems. Should he ask her? Now, look, I done got my fingerprint now. Should he ask her for some money? Cousin Al wants to know how long they've been dating.
Yeah, that's a good question too. And see, the thing is, she should know. He or she, whatever needs the money, the other party should know already. Should have some kind of inkling, because either the dating situation, the going out went down.
He woke up this morning, the roof fell in, or the tire blew out, or whatever the situation is.
Okay, well, if that's the case, the other person should be like, oh man, looks like you need some help. Are you okay? Do you need my help? That should be offered at that point.
Okay, all right.
We're going to find out how much Boo-Thang really likes me.
For the sake of Cousin Al's question, I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. Let's just throw a number out there. 6 months. They 6 months in, Cousin Al. Felicia said she would take care of it. Felicia, you can't take care of it because he ain't asked you yet. The question is, should he ask?
No.
Karen says no, and no, and no, especially if there's no commitment. He can walk out at any time.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Cousin Al, I need to know. For the sake of Cousin Al, you said how long? I said 6 months. Let's just say 3 months. Let's say 9 months.
No.
What difference does it make? Answer the question. Blech. How about that, Cousin Al? What does the time difference make? I want to know.
Something like that. I would go to my friends before I went to my.
You would go to
thing.
Okay, all right. I like that.
No, I trust my friends more than I trust my little quote unquote boo thing right there. At that
Felicia,
time.
you didn't put the cart before the horse. We still on the horse. Should he trot over and ask her? Let me say, bruh, what?
So what did you say? Did you say yes or no? Did you help him?
Huh?
Huh?
You said she said no. What'd you say?
I said, did you help him or not?
We didn't get there yet. Should he ask me is still the question. Should he ask me is the question. Okay? I like, no, he should not. No, he should not. Okay.
No,
we got a bunch of no's over here.
Everybody's saying no.
Everybody's saying no.
Everybody's saying no. I think even Cousin Al's conjuring up a no.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's spin the table around.
Okay.
Boy meets girl. Girl meets boy.
Okay.
They doing all the same things. Mm-hmm. Girl's roof fall in, tie goes flat.
Woohoo.
Now she need the money. Should she ask him? So
sounds like she need a place to stay and
9 months. Let's see what cousin Al said. 9 months, you can have a whole baby. So she should be comfortable with asking, but not get mad if she says no. Okay. All right. So Karen says no. I think Karen is saying no, that the female shouldn't ask either.
I don't think see, a person like me, if I see my boo thing in distress,
yes, she should, says Felicia.
I'm gonna help her. I don't need my boo thing to ask me for help.
Hold that, Michael. I like that. I'm coming right back there. Karen says, what's not good for the goose is not good for the gander. So if you can't ask, she can't ask. Okay. All right. Now, Michael, you said if you see your boo thing got a struggle, this lady you've been going out with, eating, watching movies, going dancing, y'all been hanging out. You see she got a situation, you gonna help her.
I'm gonna help her. Okay. She's not gonna have to ask, and I'm gonna tell her, look, I'm gonna help you out because of who you are, and you do. I am gonna put some guidelines to it. Yeah, you will have to pay me back, but not right away. I'm not gonna charge her points or nothing like that.
You said start her points. What'd you say?
I ain't gonna charge her some points. I'm not gonna say, hey, give me 5% or give me 10%.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that meant.
I'm just going to help them out, and they're going to come up, oh, you don't have to do that. I'm like, oh, my God, you don't have to do it. I didn't ask you to help me.
That's your girl voice?
I didn't ask you if you're asking me to help. I see you need help. I'm going to help you if I can help you.
Okay.
If I can help you. If I can't help you, I'm going to say, look, man, that sucks.
Okay. All right. Karen says, put a ring on and make sure you get your money back one way or the other. All right. Cousin Al says, as a man, you got to help because Lee to the Roy down the street waiting to help her.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Felicia's laughing. Felicia's tickled.
Well, if Lee to the Roy is on the sidelines waiting to help, Lee to the Roy going to have to step up because I'm out.
Oh, okay. I think what he's saying is what one man won't do, another one will. I don't know that Lee to the Roy, exists. Not like she could be hanging out with you, him, and them. You understand?
Ooh, that we got a problem.
But there's been no official anything. Y'all just hanging out.
That means she ain't got time to be messing around with Lee to the Roy then. If she hanging out with me, because I'm kind of clingy.
Okay, all right.
So ladies, make sure there ain't gonna be no other Lee to the Roy.
So ladies, listen, if y'all in the dating scene and you happen to run across this smooth, suave, debonair man here who gonna help you out if you get in distress, understand that when you're hanging out with him, you exclusively hanging out.
Yeah.
You can't move in with nobody else. You can't go get no Cheddar Bay biscuits with nobody else.
No ring.
Yeah. But you ain't got no ring when you going to watch the movie either. So why I can't watch a movie with somebody else?
But that's why I said I'm gonna put my my disclaimers.
Okay, y'all heard that. He says if he take you to eat some popcorn chicken, then don't be eating no more popcorn chicken with nobody else. He's popcorn chicken exclusive. Okay.
Yeah.
Karen said there shouldn't be any other man in the picture.
Bam. Thank you, Karen.
Miss Karen. Miss Karen, nobody said there was anything exclusive. Nobody said that they was on lock. They met and they going to the movies and they going to the dinners and nobody said, see now there you go cussing it in church. Where's the commitment? Nobody said anything about a commitment. They could have just been 3-4 weeks in, 6 months in. It ain't time for a commitment.
Gotta go. 3 weeks in, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been the question was just posed. If they was hanging out, she said that's okay. So here, and let me just tell y'all something. Can I tell personal business, Miss Karen?
I can't wait to hear what the root cause of this whole discussion is and what really happened.
Oh. So you think it's something for real? You don't think this big old head of mine just conjured up something because our guest cancer today and we needed a topic to talk about? No. Have you met me? Do you know the squirrels that run around in this here head of mine?
Yes.
This could have ran back in 2001 and Retch and Grab this here situation. But my answer to question number 1, which was boy meets girl, they go out, they do whatever. Dude has emergency distress, financial distress. Should he ask her?
Yes.
I feel like I want to say unequivocally. Then I don't even think I pronounced it right. Okay. But my definite, for sure, for certain answer, I would have to answer in the late great voice of Bishop Bullwinkle. Hell to the now, to the now.
Okay, let's go to scenario 2 then. Should she ask him? And how?
So, my response to that question is 2-part. Should she ask him? I think she could. That's my answer. But my second part answer, if she was me, no.
No. So that you answered no.
I answered no for me, but she could potentially. Cause see, I'm not your typical everyday regular.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not that typical chick. So, but the reason that I say he should not ask her is because I think it sets the relationship up for failure down the road.
Why?
For a couple different reasons. Because not that it takes away from his masculinity or his manhood because he falls on hard times. But I feel that as a man, you're going to want to stick your chest out and lead down the road in this relationship. And you're going to expect her to be able to receive your leadership at that point in time. Second point in place is that, boo, sir, mister, if you're not in a predicament to be able to get you out of a mess, how you gonna get we out of a mess?
Whoa.
Whoa.
You had just said that this was an unexpected thing.
Yeah. It's unexpected. So hold on, pause right there. Because we got new people in the foyer. Boss lady, shout out to you. Listen, here we go. We're going to pose the question again because some people just got here. Shame on them. It's 5:42. I don't know where they been. 6:42 on the East Coast and 3:42 on the West Coast. I don't know where you been. We've been here since 4, which is 2 and 5. But anyways, what we're going to say, some people work. They got jobs. But here's the question. Boy meets girl, girl likes boy, boy likes girl. They've been going to the movies. They've been going eating. We don't want to put no title. We don't want to say dating. We don't want to say hanging out because people got different, rationales or expectations or viewpoints of what that means. But they've been hanging out, eating, watching little movies. I don't know if they chilled on Netflix. I saw somebody say something about Netflix. I need to go back up and find that. But they've been running together. Okay. Boy runs into a financial situation. Should he ask girl? And just because we want to turn the table, same scenario, flip the table. Should girl ask boy? That's what we're talking about. Okay. All right. Now come back to you. You got your pen? I'm gonna pull your pen. Come on. What you got, Michael?
Okay. You said a key word right there.
Uh-huh.
In your whole scenario, and I'm gonna say it with my chest. Look. Let me set up.
Put your chest in there.
Let me put my chest out, straighten up my collar. You said exactly the right thing. When a boy.
So when a man gets in trouble,
when a man gets in trouble, he's going to reach into his account and say, let me take care of this. And eventually I might have to put something back in there. And the girl's going to be kind of, wow, man, he took care of that on his own. I didn't know you had it like that. I don't like telling people what I have and have not. You don't need to know. She's not committed to me, so she don't know what my capabilities are.
Okay. All right, I smell that. So Penny, we you know, it's new. We just eating popcorn. We going to get to movies. I mean, in the first situation, you don't got no titles. I met somebody. I'm talking to them. We going to eating peanuts, throwing the shells on the floor, watching movies.
We have a good time together.
Yeah, that's just where we are. It ain't necessarily
no commitment
evolved into anything beyond. I like to go dance with you. I like to watch a movie with you. I like sharing ice cream sundaes with you. That's where we at.
I can't do nothing for you, man. I love it, Penny.
Penny, go lay down, boss lady. Penny say nah. She said, call your mama Neil. So my answer, of course, again, is not typical because here's the thing. So since you wanted to make it personal, I'll do it for you. I'll make it personal, Michael.
Come on.
This wasn't intended to be personal because it wasn't. It was just somebody called out in the 9th hour, and so we needed a conversation to talk about. And this big old beautiful brain of mine came up with that.
Okay.
So here was the situation. Very early on, met a gentleman, hanging out, popcorn, movies, you know, coffee. We hanging out. That's the extent of it. Calls me up, says, hey, got a situation. Don't remember what it was, but it was a situation. And I want to thank the situation. Let's just say for the sake of the conversation was $250 situation. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I need $250 for X.
Ooh.
Me, first of all, let's just backdrop for me. If in the event that anybody calls and asks me for money, if I'm going to give them money or even considering giving them money, I'm giving. Whether they say I'm going to pay you back or not, because the likeliness of getting it back is 50-50. You might not. You understand? So if I'm going to if I'm going to take any money out of my hand and put it into someone else's hand, transfer account, whatever. However, if I'm going to give you money, then my mindset is it's money that I do not need. It's money that I'm expecting to likely not get back. And if I get it back, it's a blessing. And you may get the possibility of asking again, right? That's just who I am, right? So for the sake of this conversation, dude liked me. I like dude. We was hanging out. We was doing all of these things, eating popcorn, peanuts. And I keep saying popcorn because if you know me, you know that's my favorite. Popcorn and watermelon. So judge ye not. Judge yourself. And like Penny said, judge your mama Neil. But dude calls me and he has a situation. I want to say it was 200. It was less. I don't remember how much it was. It was less than 500, but more than 100. Okay. So let's just say 250 for the sake of the conversation. At $250 situation. And I said to him immediately, that girl said, get a love offering from the church. Penny, you are now on mute. No more singing for you. Don't sing in the choir stand. Y'all, I want to hear you from y'all. Seriously, keep talking, keep dropping these comments because it's going to take the conversation where
you just threw a major curveball in this little situation.
Why?
I thought you were talking about money.
Yeah.
$250 is nothing.
So let's just say this.
If a boy said I need 250, boy, here's your 250. If a man says he needs 250, he got a problem.
Okay, I'm with you, Michael, but don't change it. Don't change the dynamics. We right here. We just wanted to have this conversation. Okay. $2, $250. The principle is where we're going. Understand? Okay, stay right here with me. Don't leave me. Don't go too far too fast.
So you're giving them $250 with the intentions of not seeing that money ever again.
So here was my response. Oh, okay, $250. Oh, because whoa. I don't need to know any of the details of the particulars, this and that. When I'm gonna get back to you, because when it's just I need it Wednesday and I don't get paid till Friday. Whoa, it's fine, it's cool. Here it is. I'm going to give you $250. When I give you this $250, please don't ever, never call me again.
Oh, so you're ending it.
Don't call me again after I give you this $250 unless you want to call to ask me how do I want to receive my payment. But no more popcorn, no more coffee, no more dinner. No more movies. No more none of that.
I thought you liked him.
I did.
But this pettiness of 250 changed your mind real quick, huh?
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah, I would have felt the same way, because you know what? There's telltale signs when somebody is financially in trouble. And one of them, to me, is when they do stuff like, oh man, my car needs to be, I got my letter in the mail. I got to redo my car here pretty soon. Or, title or whatever. I got to get it inspected. I got to, those are normal things. But when people make those normal things to be a big deal, that's a red flag.
Block Penny. Lorenzo, can you block her from where you are? Well, if you get paid on Friday, it's going to be in your account by Wednesday unless you ain't got no job. So we ain't say it was Tommy. Miss Karen says basically you paying him back if he paid for the movies or the popcorn.
Ooh, okay. I don't know if I like that either.
I personally feel, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. If he likes her, she likes him, they're hanging out, he's unable to bail him out of a $250 situation. He's going to be unable to bail them out of a $250.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So for me personally, at that point in time, game over.
250 is a big deal. I'm sorry.
Game over. Because here's my mindset and my thought behind it. And it was kind of where I was going with me personally, because somewhere down the road, you're going to want to scoot up to the camera like Mike O did and put your chest out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take that $250 pen and poke a hole in your chest and blow the wind out you. Because, boom! You ain't had enough testosterone to stand up, man up, and get you out of a $250 situation. So why are you standing here with your testosterone in your chest and your the words I want to say and try to tell me something when you couldn't tell you something to figure out $250? So
yeah, see that you should have started with that 250 because I'd have laughed at her.
Yeah, it decreases the amount of, I ain't gonna say respect that I have for you, but it puts you in a place that I really can't look at you all masculine and fun like you're really standing there looking. Because now you're looking like Pepe Le Pew.
No, Pepe Le Pew looking good compared to that.
You hear that?
You're looking like the one that Pepe chasing.
Pepe was chasing a little girl. Kiss. Pepe Le Pew said, kiss, kiss. Miss Karen says he already showing her he can't take care of her before they even start. I'm with you.
Damn, that's it right there. So and you know what? I'm going to agree 100% with you. If I'm with somebody and they come up to me and say 250 is a big deal, I'm broke, I need 250. That might be enough for me to say bye. I don't know if it's going to cost 250 to end that. Okay. I don't know. You're a better person than I am because I don't know. I'm with Penny. Go. You better go talk to your mama or somebody like that for 250.
And I think it's the who in me. It's the God in me.
God in me.
That would allow me to help you, because the one thing that I pride myself on in being this yielded vessel that the Lord has called me to be in a day and time such as this is I pride myself on being for somebody what I would hope somebody would be for me. Right. And then, given to the situation, I might be like, sorry, we got a bad connection. Don't ever try to call back. Bye. But in this particular instance, I was, we was friends enough that I was concerned for the individual and wanted to give him the whatever he needed the money for. But I ain't want to talk to you no more.
I don't know. No, 250. No,
I ain't want to talk to you no more.
That's a deal breaker right there. 250. You showing me a lot about you.
So here's the thing. If it went over 500 and you asked me, now we got a whole nother discussion.
Well, you had said that the roof caved in. I'm gonna help somebody like that.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, the roof caved in, but
if you need, hey, bro, let me get $250 from you real quick.
Yeah, the roof caved in and they was $250 short, or the roof caved in and the deductible was $250. $250 is $250. They needed $250.
No.
Yeah. No. All right, y'all. It's 5:54. That's 6 minutes before the top of the hour. Y'all know what happens at the top of the hour. It's the eye on likes. So go ahead and start getting your eye on likes ready. We're going to run out of here and pay some bills before I get a nasty, dirty word text that tells me you ain't pay no bills. How we going to stay on air? You need to pay the bill. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump on a plane and go to Greece because I don't want to hear it. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
Call 855-325-1768. That's 855-3...
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare or private insurance, you can see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline to see if you qualify for a CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
What's up, family? It's your boy, Cousin Al, reminding you to keep it locked right here on the FIYAH Show. I'm coming with your dedicated news, the top 3 news stories of the week, the news you can use. It may come from CNN or the crackhead down the street, but I guarantee you don't want to miss this. Keep your eyes open and your ears clean. You know what I mean?
Today we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient, which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name, pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
It's the FIYAH Show, hosted by Gildan. Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your amusement. Home of the likes, telling the world tune in
tonight. We gon' get it right. I play some topics.
Get you rockin'.
We're crazy, Golden Ass. Y'all not praying. Ah, Michael, you coming in on the last one? Oh, you getting each time. Listen, y'all, it's your girl Yielded and Michael. We in these FIYAH streets doing what we do. Putting a little heat to the word on the street, making sure that you know everything that's going on. We ain't missed a beat. Maybe a commercial transition or two, but Lorenzo's not here. RJ Blaze is not here. And don't worry about what we missed. Worry about yourself. He didn't say worry about your mama neither. Don't worry about what we got going on. Just know that we're here every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, bringing you the news you can use, bringing you some topics you can discuss, and definitely giving you some laughs, giving you some giggles, giving you a little sprinkle and tinkle while you giggle. But listen, y'all, speaking of sprinkling and tinkling, we're going to tell y'all about these queens of clean comedy that's going to be taking Baton Rouge by surprise. Coming up Mother's Day weekend, y'all. And the music is playing again, but look. Gospel Comedy Entertainment presents to you the Queens of Clean Comedy coming up May 10th, y'all, in Baton Rouge. Y'all heard that? That was my French. Parlez-vous français? In Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We're going to be out there, y'all. Got an amazing lineup. Boss Lady Penny is in the comments over here cutting up per usual. We got Tammy Mooney. We got Tanja D, the ton of fun. We got the mother of all giggles and goofiness. Mother Mitty is going to be out there. We got Kayla Love that's going to be bringing you. She's our music guest. She's going to be singing the heavens down. And it's all going to be hosted by your girl. Hey. We're going to be out there. Look, this past weekend, we were out in those Baton Rouge streets. We had the opportunity to be on WNTV. You start making me say letters or start spelling words. So we was on the news out there with Fox and them. How about that? We was out there on the news with Fox and them, and we was sharing the story of, just a little bit of insight about what we're going to be doing and what the people can expect. So if you've never been to a gospel comedy entertainment production, shame on you. I've been to them. I've been to all of them. Michael, you've been to a couple of them. Mike O was, listen, gospel comedy entertainment.
No one
we
told
play
me
music.
Huh? No one told me I couldn't twerk.
So we was playing music, and I know Mike O likes to dance. And so I told the people to turn the lights up so I could see the people dancing. And I spotted Mike O out there dancing. I said, go ahead, Mike O, get you. He said, you want me? Me?
What me?
Mike O immediately turned around and gave it all he got. He was throwing it in the circle.
I'm giving the people what they wanted.
Oh, I got lightheaded just now thinking about it.
I was giving the people what they asked for.
That's what they asked for?
You know it.
Okay, so Michael was serving it up. So Michael was giving it to him, y'all. So I bring that up because, again, we're going to be out there May 10th in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. If you got some folks in Baton Rouge, let them know. Get over to Gospel Comedy Entertainment. Look for the yellow microphone, the one that's on this cup right here. Tell them to get their tickets, get out there, and come hang out with us, have some fun. Great Mother's Day gift. You ain't got nothing about for your Mother's Day. It's a good opportunity. Go on and get you a ticket. Take your mom and them over there, and you got a lot of churn by different women. You can get a couple tickets for your baby mamas. Not my business how many baby mamas you got, but get your tickets and get the people over there. So that's going on May 10th. That's the Saturday before Mother's Day, okay? Meet us there, all right? Be there. We're going to have fun. Ladies going to sing. Ladies going to tell jokes. And y'all going to laugh and giggle and praise God. How about that? Amen? Yes. They're going to praise who, Michael?
God. We going to praise God.
So for those that don't know, we have challenged Mike O at some point whenever he feels he's ready to
win.
Hoop. He got to get ready to hoop.
I'm ready.
You ready? Not today.
You like my delay talk?
All the members got to be here in attendance when you hoop.
You like my Jesse Jackson delay?
I did like that, but I want you to get your rhythm together, and we're going to get you some hoop triggers, and we're going to have you ready to hoop over the music because you got the hoop, and the organ going to bump you.
Yes.
Okay, so get it ready.
Yes.
You can't do it to Dr. Lorenzo and Dr. RJ is in the church. Okay. Yes. All right. Now, y'all, for those of you that may have tuned in, it's 6:03. You're late. It's time for the I don't likes. But what we were talking about before we went to commercial break, said he or said she, who are entertaining one another, keyword entertaining. No.
A booth candidate.
Huh?
A booth candidate.
Prospects, candidates.
A prospect. There you go.
Come on, prospects. I like prospects. Prospects.
Yeah.
They on the electoral ballot.
they got moved up to actually conversing.
They're conversing. They communicating. They chit chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they conversing, they communicating, they, popcorn and peanut and movie and skating, dancing. I don't know what they're doing. They're hanging out. Okay. He or she ends up in a financial bind. Should he ask her? Should she ask him? That's what we was talking about before we went to commercial break. And Mike O said that $250 was no money and shameful and all such as that. And I was thinking while the commercials was playing, what if he just needed to borrow some money to get some blue pills?
No, again.
They $2.
That's even worse.
It's $2 a pill. But they ain't gonna just give you one pill. You gotta get at least a 30-day subscription.
Can I entertain you for a second?
Oh God, I'm nervous. Go ahead.
I had a
blue pill
about 2 years ago, and this is a true story. 2 years ago, I had a prospect, and this prospect told me, she said, "Yeah, there's this show I want to watch." I said, "Oh, okay, well, watch it." "Yeah, well, it's on Paramount." I said, "Okay, watch it." "You ain't gonna buy the Paramount for me?" I said, "No." "Oh my God, it's only $10. You ain't gonna spend $10 on me?" I said, "No, I'm not gonna give you a subscription to something that's $10. What, you ain't got $10? I ain't gonna talk to you no more. You cheap."
Well, Michael, that's a little contradictory. You said earlier that if it was your
But no, I didn't contradict me, because remember when I said when somebody starts talking about little things and blowing them up to be a big thing, that's a red flag.
Oh, okay.
So when Boo Thing what do we call him?
Prospect.
When the prospect Boo Thing told me I'm cheap for not giving her a subscription to something which I'm going to have to dedicate myself and commit to for at least a year.
So she ain't say do it for the whole year. She was expecting a whole year. I thought it's just
she wanted that subscription, and I was cheap for not doing it.
Oh, I thought it was a one-time $10.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm not. No, I
look here, Carrie.
I didn't like it. I don't like it.
Carrie Long said, "Well, for $250 mean he or she is not very resourceful.
Thank you.
A person can go donate blood plasma 2 to 3 times a week to make that quick money."
Bam. They can go to the pawn shop and pawn whatever's on their ring fingers for that price, probably.
They still take crushed canes?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I see people picking them up still.
So yeah, you should be able to do something. So listen, y'all, it's 7 minutes after the hour. It is time for testimony period. It is time for you to testify. Get off your chest, out of your mind, off of your breath, what it is that gets on your nerves. And the way we do it here at the Fire
Show, like it that Yielded is going to give somebody $250 to say bye to them.
Is you gonna let me finish introing the segment, or is you just gonna give your all?
I just have to throw that out. I'm gonna have to take you out.
I like that you was cocked and loaded with that one.
You're the one that put the ammo in my head.
So, y'all, since Michael already started, just start typing your I don't likes on the screen. Start letting us know what you don't like. Okay. So, Michael, it wasn't to say goodbye. It was to actually help them with the issue.
But a goodbye came with it.
Yeah, because I don't.
But that's my whole point. Why are you gonna give somebody $250 if you just gonna turn around and say bye?
Because I wanted to help them. I'm a genuine person. I want to help you, but I want to help you go find your person because I'm not them. I want to help you exit because you coming to me for money. And don't get me wrong. I am not above helping. Oh, my sweet thing. I'm not above that. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is, if you come to me and ask me, that puts you in a different light in my eyes.
Yeah.
So I don't like that Michael got me reiterating and emphasizing why or how I would give them $250.
Any Friday nights need $250?
Huh? You said what?
I said any fire nights out there need $250.
Oh, I ain't say I'm getting it today. But here's the thing. At this late great, you see these right here. I didn't color them that color. They turn gray on their own. So at this stage and age in my life, I'm not into the build-a-boo ministry.
There you go.
I'm too big to be building boos.
That's right.
I need boo. Y'all know the store over there where they give you the bear and you put the pieces and the parts on it. I need you to already have all your pieces.
I need partially complete. You gotta be partially complete. Mostly complete. No?
I need you to have all your ALL, the stain lifter. I need you to have all your pieces. Because who sang the song? We ain't getting no younger. My mama daughter talking about she need $250. Girl, bye. You can hear me on my cell phone.
You gonna help her?
My sister, of course I am. My mama daughter, of course I am. If I got it, she got it. You understand what I'm saying? But if I ain't got it, we ain't got it. And right now, we ain't got it, sis. I'm gonna need you to call Penny said get a love offering from the church. Call the church. Call Pastor Hicks. Pastor Hicks, my sister need to hold something. But I need, at this late great age, I need him to have it together. I'm not saying hard times are not gonna come. I'm not saying that situations won't arise, but I need you to have a plan for the rainy day.
Yeah, it's called a rainy day fund.
Yeah, and it don't need to be in the rain because they say it don't rain in Southern California, so I don't need it to be in the rained out. I need you to have a plan, sir. So let
me ask you a question. How do you go about finding that plan out?
Finding his plan?
If he even has a plan, how do you go about finding that out?
Oh, so see the way my mind is set up. Remember I told you them squirrels is in there? Mm-hmm. Somewhere missed that popcorn, peanuts, and shrimp salad. Conversations is going to arise. But what I'm never going to do is say, hey, what's your plan B? Because when you ask questions, you get answers.
Yes.
So it's going to be conversation that is going to lead to me understanding who you are, understanding what your end goal is, understanding how your gears turn. That's why my finger's doing like this, because I need to know how you operate.
At what point when do you have that conversation? Because the first 50 or so conversations are about cute things like, oh, look at you doing that cute. Oh, that's cute.
Let me zoom in one more time. You see them right there? Them gray hairs?
That's great.
At this point in my life, cute don't pay no mortgage. You can be cute as you want. And if I could go in my Martha King voice, which I won't because we'll probably get put off Anointed Radio Network, but my mama would say something along the lines of A and F don't suffice. For those of you that know my mama or got a mama like my mama, you know what A and F is. That's not sufficient for thee.
Okay.
Yeah, so your cuteness ain't got nothing to do with my mortgage, my car note, my plans, my future. You can be as cute as you want. You can be as fine as you want. I might like looking at you, but at the end of the day, if that's all you got, then you're not my person.
Are you okay? We're getting somewhere here. Are you
get there, boo? Get there. Come on, let's go. Hurry up, because these grades are growing.
Are you insinuating that said prospect is going to eventually assume those bills?
I'm not insinuating anything, but what I am saying, let me just answer your question directly. These bills, no. Our bills, yes. Sip your tea, floss your teeth, boo, because here's the whole shebang to this thing. INDEPE. You heard the song. So I'm already assuming all of the responsibilities for me.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I ain't looking for no man to take care of me or to pay my bills because I already do that. And that's what I was getting ready to get to when my mama daughter had said, build the boo ministry. Build the boo, build the bay. I like build the bay. I'm not into building bay. You understand? So here we go. The part of that particular company or store that you go to for the build the bear, I want to be at the end of the assembly line. They already got their arms. They already got their legs. They even let you put a little heart in there. You can put a little fragrance in there. You get to put an extra little stuffing in there. But when you get to the end and you got all of the appendages and phalanges and all of this here stuff, you get to put different outfits.
Yeah.
I call that accessorizing the necessities. So in this late in stage of my life, I ain't looking for no man to give me no arm, no leg, no heart. I'm in the accessorizing stage of life. You understand? So the necessities have already been met and going to be met with, if I had to turn on my hooping voice, with or without. So I don't need you to sustain the lifestyle that I have, but you're going to definitely accessorize what I got. You understand? So when we come together, because here's the thing I think you missed, or maybe you didn't ask and I didn't say. Okay. You said, do I expect him to assume these bills? No, because these bills in this place are my blood, my sweat, and my tears. You don't get to come in here and set your fat on my chair. You are going to establish new for us.
I'm going to bring my own chair.
No. Where you going to bring it? Because you can't sit at this table. That's my blood, my sweat, my tears. You don't get to come up here and park your 12, 13s, 14.
Ooh, you sounding like we got a control problem here.
No.
Well, what if prospect number one says the same thing? Look, hold on. I don't need all of your stuff. If we're gonna get together, I don't need your stuff.
That's where I'm at. We're saying the same thing. So
ultimately, when you come together, there has to be some compromise as whose stuff is going where.
No. That's your situation. In my situation, let me sing a song for you. New, everything new. Because this is mine, that's yours. If we're coming together, this is new. So we have to establish together. So you got your house, I got my house. Whatever you do with your house is your business. Whatever I do with my house is my business. But if we're getting together, then we're going to establish together.
We're going to buy a new house. Whose name's going on that deed?
Ours.
Both our names.
Ours is yours and mine. Because we are one. I can tell you a whole story with songs, so don't play with me. Because first of all, I need to make this very clear. I don't like how you're coming for me right now. First of all, I'm going to say that. But first of all, if we are going to be together, we ain't know whose name because we have the same name.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. See,
Yeah.
I like the way you're thinking because
we ain't doing no shacking. If we gonna establish something together, it's gonna be ours, and we're gonna be one. So that means we gonna be went down somebody's aisle, or we gonna be stood in front of somebody's preacher, and we're gonna say, "I do."
But before you say "I do," that prospect's got to go through a lot, right?
Oh yeah, we jumped. We jumped.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I'm the same way. I love you to death, Yielded, because you know what? You verify everything that goes on in this head too. Because I know I ain't wrong when it comes to stuff like that. I am not going to commit to nobody but God right now.
Oh, you better commit to him. So that's the thing. When you make commitments, it has to be a discussed, planned out, thought situation.
Yes.
Meaning that you need to understand that 123 Sesame Street is not our address. That's where me and Big Bird live. You're not going to live here. Yeah. You need to understand that.
We are going to live.
321 Pillar Street is your address. We're not going to live there. No. We got to establish. We got to
buy a new place.
Yes, because that becomes ours.
Yeah.
So we don't have to have what you were insinuating or going down the path of earlier. Control, it's my table, it's my couch, it's my bed. We don't have to have that if we bought it together. It's ours. So can't nobody say nothing about nothing. I was watching the show the other day, was saying something about this couple and they got into a beef and she put him out and the stepdaddy wouldn't let him live in the house with him and the mama and the stepdaddy.
Mm-hmm.
The point that I was making is, why is he able to be put out? That's the problem. Not whether the stepdaddy will let him come live with them. You can't be put out of what's yours. Why was he ever living with her in the first place? So that's the thing for me. Foundation, premise.
You want to avoid those kind of.
Yeah, I like foundation.
Yeah.
If it don't start right, it ain't gonna end right.
That's right.
If the foundation ain't firm, the whole house gonna crumble. I wish I had
don't build on a shaky foundation either.
You hear me? And look here, I want to do it like the real good old timers would say. I want to build it from the ground up. I don't know how else you're gonna build it, but I want to build it from the ground.
Okay. You know, we could talk about this all week long.
But we're not.
But
it's 6:21. We got to get some own likes in here. But go ahead. I'm liking this. Go ahead.
I'm liking this too. But man, you got my head going. Let's go with some I don't likes, because you gonna get me going, and we ain't gonna stop.
Go ahead.
What? No, man.
Look here, my mama daughter say. What she say? I got my own house, my own car, 2 jobs. If you ain't on, sit down. Hey, sit down.
That's right.
Don't come over here. So see, that's gonna bring me to. She said right here, get an understanding. If you can't get an understanding, you can't have a misunderstanding. All right, if you got an understanding, there's no. I think I'm gonna put that on my shirt. If you got an understanding, there ain't gonna be no misunderstanding.
How's the saying go? If you prepared, you're always ready.
You ain't got. Hey, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready is the way I say it. And if I had to say it in my auntie Barbara's voice, she said proper preparation prevents poor performance. Hey, come on. That feel good to somebody that knows about preparing. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to say, ain't Bob, let me see if you on here. I can tell. She on here. That's it. Ain't Bob. I see you now. I know where you at. I know how to look for you, girl. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. But I'm going to go back up here to this one because that's going to take me to my first on like. I got my own house. I got my own car and 2 jobs. And if you ain't there, then go sit down. I don't like when men, I'm going to make a good analogy reference here because I like to go to the gun range every now and then to blow off a little steam and make sure that I'm on, spot on, right? I don't like when men shoot out of their range. You missing it? I don't like that if you at your mama house sleeping on the couch and I got my own house, my own car, my 2 jobs, you trying to shoot at me. You're at your mother's house, boo.
You leave my mama out of this.
I ain't talking about you or your mama. I'm saying you're not in the league to date me. So I don't like when you shoot your shot at me. Because I do something that you don't. And so somewhere down the line, it's going to cause a problem. Because right now, I manage a full household financially, and you don't. You stay at your mama's house.
Yeah.
And so somewhere in there, there's going to be a misunderstanding because we didn't get an understanding. Oh, sister, you said something when you gave me that one. We didn't get an understanding in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like when men date out of their league, and then now you want to say, oh, you think you better than me.
You're the one asking for $250.
You think I'm better than you, or I think I'm better than you, or you know I'm better than you. I'm not better than you. I just got my stuff together better than yours. How about that? Okay. All right. My mama daughter got it. I don't like that y'all making me think about the decisions I have made. Come on here. So welcome to the Fire Show hosted by Yielded, while we put a little heat to the word on the street. The word on the street is that you should think about the decisions before you make them. Amen. Praise God. All right. Now listen. That means, Michael.
Yes.
Look at me.
I'm looking.
Look this way. Look this way. We doing our job, Michael. No, the other way, clown. Yeah, right here. Just look this way. Look at me. I'm looking at you. You look at me. We doing our job, Michael. How about that? Michael, you still looking. Lorenzo, where are you? Because Michael head.
If I look this way, I'm looking at you.
I mean on the screen, ding dong. If we look on the screen, turn this way. Turn this way. Turn this the other way. The other way. The other way. On the screen, it looks like we're looking at each other. Okay? Are you with me? You seeing it now?
But you're on my left side on the screen.
Mighty, but on the screen, our faces are this way to each other. Okay, you know what? Bye. I don't like that Michael is technically visually.
I'm gonna take a picture of this so you can see what I'm talking about. Because when you look at me right now. Look at me. You're looking that way.
Away, but on the screen, it looks like our faces are facing each other. Right now, we're facing head on, right? But if you turn to the side, your nose is pointing this way and my nose is pointing this way, and we're looking at each other. Okay.
On your screen. On my screen, if I look this way, I'm looking at you.
And then I look back at you, which is the way I was telling you to look.
But you look the other way. Turn the other way. Turn the other way.
I don't want to turn the other way.
Turn the other way.
You're looking at the back of my head.
And now you're looking at me.
Lie.
Now our nose.
Don't worry about it. Just forget it. Don't even worry about it.
LaBelle.
The point that I was trying to make is that we were doing our job. Yolanda, my mama's daughter, is considering her life decisions. Okay. So we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're spot on. Okay.
I don't like that I can't draw.
I don't like that I can't see what you're trying to put on the screen. It's white. It's not going to show.
Oh, yeah. Y'all can't see that. I can't draw.
Oh, you remember the day that the guy that has a big white beard tried to wear a white shirt and he was blending all as one? That's what you just did. You blended. He was necklace. Everything was just running all together. So, yeah.
Is that what it looked like when I had my beard on?
My sister just said, there goes Mr. So I think we just conjured him up.
Ooh.
Be quiet. Freeze. Make like the screen is froze. All right. We'll be right back, y'all. It's time for a commercial break. Mighty God, when we come back, we want y'all to type your I don't likes on the screen. We want to make sure that you have an opportunity to get some stuff off of your chest. And for those of you that are in search of a boo thing that can give you $200, look, you can go $250. You can go a little less because we got something that doesn't even cost $70. It's actually $2. So, hey, boy, sir, mister, go ahead, get you one.
Today, we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name, pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service. Better care.
Listen, if we even think you owe us money, you won't know what hit you. We'll put liens on everything you own. Raid your bank accounts, retirement fund, pension. You'll open up your paycheck and cry because we'll already have the money. We'll haul you into federal court and you might even go to jail. Hey, it's our job.
Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. Our experts will fight for you using IRS guidelines to stop any IRS actions like bank levies or wage garnishments. Plus, eliminate penalties and interest and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
I'd have my mom call the number on the screen. You come see me alone. We'll work it out. Really, we will.
Ooh, it's the Fire Show, hosted by Guilty. Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk,
we gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. What's happening, y'all? Listen, it's your girl Yielded. We are here doing what we do. Really heat to the word on the street. Every Tuesday, bringing you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Listen, shout out to Renzo, who is out today. Shout out to RJ Blaze, who is out today. Shout out to you, the listeners, the viewers, the supporters of the Fire Show. I'm gonna sing by myself. No, Michael, you get the third one. Here you go. Yep, that's it. We are here like we are every Tuesday, 47 Central Standard Time, making you laugh, making you giggle, and if your bladder is weak, making you tinkle all at the same time. But hey, look, we're doing what we do. How about you? Man, it's been an amazing conversation and discussion on today. Hal brought the news. We are yet praying for him. We're praying for Richardson Funeral Home and all of those families that are involved over there. But look, y'all, we got a question on the table. Should he ask her for some money? Should she ask him for some money? That's what we're talking about. But right now, it's time for the I don't like. So go ahead, type those on the screen. We'll continue the conversation while you are typing them. How about that? Lorenzo, when do I turn the music off? Right now? Oh, it's gone. So look.
Turn it off. Mr.'s back. Mr. Looking.
I know. So here's the thing.
Mr. Here.
I don't like that we on this here platform and we can't see when the peoples come in, because ain't been a telling how many times he done popped in and popped out and popped in and popped out, trying to see what we doing, seeing if we playing commercials, seeing if we transitioning right, seeing why I never. So, Michael.
What?
I don't like that men date out they range and then get an attitude because they out they range.
Do you feel with that statement, with that blanket statement that you just said?
It's a big blanket too.
Hold on. Do you feel that women do the same thing?
Oh, of course.
Who does it more?
Men.
Are you sure about that?
I'm yes, because that's who be approaching me, never the women. So my scale is tilted to one side. I don't gauge it on the other side because I don't care who she trying to holler at. Because I like boys. Men's.
Menses.
I don't like woman's.
I do.
So I would hope to say that for you, the question would be, or the answer would be that women do it more than men. Because I'm not calculating. That's not a statistic I'm concerned with.
But I don't like it.
That I'm not concerned?
I don't like that you gotta peel that onion. I'm gonna say onion. I don't like that you gotta peel that onion until you find out it's rotten.
So the point of testimony period, aka I don't likes, is to say what I don't like, not what you don't like. I don't like that men date out their range.
I don't like women that date out their range.
Okay, so that's your I don't like. Say it with your chest. Say it loud. You ain't black, but you proud.
You saw that? You saw my chin get from.
Oh yeah, don't do that. I don't like that.
No,
don't do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like that you be trying to make me say what you saying. Your I don't likes is your own likes. Here's one. I don't like when the saints want to convict me with their personal convictions. That's your thing, boo. That's twixt you and the Lord. He convicted you about drinking or smoking or cussing and hair out or hair up or hair down. That's between you and your God. It ain't got nothing to do with me and my God. You can't convict me with what he's convicted you with. That's personal.
True statement.
Yeah, I don't like that. And I don't like that we, the church peoples, is doing that to people when they're trying to come in. That's the reason they turn around and hightail it back out the door. Because you want to put your convictions on them. That's your situation. That's what you done learned. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, Michael. I don't like it.
I feel you on that.
So I need y'all to get the type of these I don't likes in the comments over here. I need to know what's on your mind. I need you testifying. I need you to get it in and get it out. Listen, go ahead and like and share this video. For those of you that are watching, you don't see the red light up there, or if you're watching on one of the podcast platforms, the many of them, if I start naming them, I'll make up some, so I don't name them. But if you're watching on any of the podcast platforms in which you can find us, I'm going to say Spotify because I know we're on there because I look at it on Spotify. If you're seeing us over there and we're not live, go ahead and type your comments. We do come back and read those later. Share this link with somebody else. Let them know that we're here every Tuesday. Man, there's absolutely no telling what we're going to be talking about and who we're going to be talking to. But we're going to be here every Tuesday, all right? Lord said the same. We going to be here. What they say, God willing and the creek don't rise. Come hell or high water, we going to show up, okay? All right?
You said that you had a dip in your mouth.
Yeah. Speaking of God willing and the creek don't rise, did y'all ever see Yielded on there?
On what?
God willing and the creek don't rise, part 2.
Player of the year?
No. There's an actual documentary, Spike Lee documentary, God willing and the creek don't rise. And I'm in there.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes.
You messing with me.
The Bible says to know those who labor amongst you. You should know that about me already.
You were in a Spike Lee joint.
I was in the Spike Lee documentary. These feet that I walk on every day were broadcast on the big screen on HBO.
What? Yes. Vote now, everybody, for Yielded.
They had those feet on there, and shortly thereafter, Johnson & Johnson reached out to me and wanted to insure my feet, and I felt like it was some sort of pornography because I was not informed and knowledgeable enough to know what that really meant. I told them no. I could have been out here with an OnlyFans page sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. Lord help us today. But seriously, God willing and the creek don't rise, part 2. I'm in there.
I don't like it when females get their pedicures done and it's a god awful color. And then they sit there and hey, how you like my toes?
Oh. So here's the thing.
Do girls know that they pick do they know they pick an ugly color when they picking these colors?
But here's the thing. They tell you to pick your color. And so you got to go through the whole swat of colors, which is, by the way, nerve-wracking for me. It's too many colors, too many powder, acrylic, shellac. I don't know what none of it. I didn't want some polish, baby. Give me some polish. Then you get the polish. Did y'all hear my voice saying color, pick your color, shellac, acrylic, powder. Yeah. So
you look like for your man.
I do for you. You look pretty, babe. Listen, yeah. You want design? I do for you $5 more, ma'am. Listen. So here's the thing: you say you don't like that they get the ugly color. You got to pick your color through the 50,000 swats. Then after you pick your color, they polish the first one, usually the big toe, because it's a bigger surface area and they got more polish on there, so you can see more of the color. Sometimes they polish the first, the big toe, and the second one because they allow the first one to dry, and they put a second coat so you get a clearer picture of what the color is going to look like. So if you leave out the door with that color on and determine that it's ugly, that's your fault. Because you had not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times to decide if you like that color.
And your colorblind butt better not come ask me if they look good, because you're telling me to look at a foot and say it looks good.
So we understand now that Michael is not a foot man.
I didn't say that. I admire a nice, pretty foot, but most feet aren't pretty. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that most feet ain't pretty.
Well, I don't know about most feet, but I know about these 2 that I walk on, babe. And Johnson & Johnson was not trying to insure these feet, honey, because they look like hoofs. These feet are cute. So let me pose this question. Let's keep it rated PG because I've heard many things. And we got all of these. I don't even know what they are. They're not superstitions. They just dumb statements. This is what I'm gonna call them for the sake of the conversation. What does it mean if your second toe is longer than your big toe?
You're missing a chromosome. I don't know. Oh, man.
Where is my fan? Because I just got so lightheaded right now. So first of all, Michael, don't come for me.
I'll call you 47.
I got all my chromosomes. They may be a little shooketh.
I'll call you number 47. How you doing, Mr. 47?
I heard that if your second toe is longer than your big toe, then you're controlling.
I'm looking at my feet right now as we speak, and it's not. Mine isn't.
Yours is what?
Mine isn't. My second toe is not bigger, not longer than my first one.
Well, I'm just asking a question because there are some people that happens to them. My second toe is longer than my big toe. So to even out the situation, I typically keep my big toenail longer than the rest of my toes. So such a toe. I got to even out the playing field.
Look, I ain't controlling about that much nail on there.
Yeah. And so here's the problem that I run into figuratively, when I'm running, I have to wear my tennis shoes and my big toe is not tennis shoe appropriate. And so it ends up broken more times than not. And she say, do you want me fit for you? I put acrylic and fit for you. I put fake nail. No.
You look good for your man.
Yes. So I don't do fake nails. I don't do fake toenails, lady. So and I get a lot of times people say, oh, are those your nails? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And there's absolutely nothing on them. I drink my water and I mind my business.
That's water in there, people.
I drink my water and I mind my business. So self-care is necessary. Self-care is not a gift. Self-care is not how you treat yourself. Self-care is part of the arms and the legs that you're getting from the build-a-base place. It's a necessity. So you have to take care of yourself. Like, oh, I take care. I do self-care, babe. I go get my hair done. No, that's a necessity. That's not self-care. Getting your nails done is not self-care. You need to take care of that on a regular basis. Saying you bathe is self-care is the same to me as saying you get your hair done is self-care. Bathing is a necessity. It's required of thee.
Yeah, it's a need, not a want.
Yeah, so yeah, self-care for me is laying out on the beach.
How often should a woman shampoo their hair?
So that is a very, very diverse question because ethnically, culturally, it varies. So women with no melanin typically wash their hair every day. We can't do that. Women with melanin can't wash our hair every day.
Okay. So how often?
That varies.
Week,
it varies.
3 days.
So let's just help you out. Black people don't wash their hair that frequent. We can't. Our hair is not built for that. The texture, the oil percentage, various reasons. The styles for one. So this hairstyle is not a 3-day wash. So we don't wash out. We don't have a clock for hair washing.
Okay. So, okay. All right. You're going to make me ask too many questions. We need to move on.
You got too many questions.
I do.
What's your question, child? You get one more about this hair and we're going to move on.
If it's not braided.
It's still not washed every day.
Even if it's relaxed?
You definitely don't wash it every day if it's relaxed.
Really?
So the texture of our hair, and we wash our hair every day, it's going to fall out because our hair is not as oily.
Hello?
You don't have the same kind of hair, sir.
My hair falling out, though.
Well, you stop washing it every day. Get you some braids.
Pull my hair right out.
Yeah, the oil base of our hair doesn't allow us to wash every day.
That makes me have an eye on like.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like when I'm getting my hair cut and I tell her, don't use that thinning thing on me. Oh, okay, I make you look good for your girlfriend. Well, I don't have a girl. And she's doing it.
Well, I
don't like it. I don't like it. I told you not to use them.
I don't like that you still go to her. Because if I'm going to pay you my money for a service, you're going to give me what I'm paying for. And you're going to give it to me the way that I want it.
There may be a communication.
Well, you need to get somebody to speak your language. Every 3 weeks, maybe once a month was Miss Karen's answer.
Every 3 weeks, maybe once a month. Okay.
That's how often most said Black women wash their hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that one because there's a lot of women out there that have lots of braids and they do stuff with their hair, and I hear this from a lot of women. It don't matter to me. It don't matter the melanin. What did you call it? Melanin.
Melanin.
The watermelon in their hair and their skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women don't wash their hair all the time.
Well, I mean, yeah, that could be true, but your question wasn't about do they wash their hair? Your question was how often should a woman wash their hair?
Yeah.
That varies from ethnicity to ethnicity. Caucasian women wash their hair typically every day. Me, a woman with melanin, I was trying to use the melanin to say white people wash their hair maybe every day. Black people don't. That's what I was trying to say.
But you're not Black. Look, you're latte. I got more melanin than you.
So that's not on any ballot that I've ever checked. I have to select either Black or African American, which I'm neither. But women with melanin,
I got you,
don't wash their hair every day. Miss Karen says, yes, Mike, you need a different person to go to do your hair because she's supposed to listen to what you want as the customer. So fire her today. Don't go there ever again. Then I don't know if you're trying to blame her for that sparseness that I see up and through there or whatever. Whatever you're trying to do, don't do that with her anymore.
Okay, someone told me I got a bald back here somewhere. I can't see there. Can you see it?
Oh, I saw it, but you don't have to go that far. Come back. It's right there. It's immediate. It's ever present. It's
You
like
need a hush. I don't like when you're serious with me.
So now let me just help you yet again, okay? Because you were still on that wash your hair thing. It's 6:49. We got about 10 more minutes. We getting ready to roll up and ride out of here, but we gonna ride this horse for a little while because we can't
wash my hair.
And so a lot of Black women get braids.
Right.
A lot of them would keep them a lot longer than I keep mine. First of all, I very seldomly get braids.
Yeah,
so there's a difference. This ain't a braid.
What is that?
This is a twist.
So that twist, I'm going to assume that twisting is a lot quicker than a braid.
The twisting is a lot quicker than the braid. You're absolutely right. And the reason I twist is because I wash more frequently than most that get braids.
Okay.
So a twist is easier for me. And braids require a lot of hair in them. I don't like a lot of hair added to my hair because I have my own hair. The only reason I get hair is because the texture of my hair will uncoil if there's not hair added to it.
That sounds like way too much work for me.
That's why it's on my head.
There you go.
And you have what you have on yours.
But you got people to do yours.
Do. So
I don't have that big old dimple like you have that I can't just look at that. Have you measured that dimple yet?
So when my back is big, it's bigger. When I unbig my back, it's not as prominent. Because my face is slimmer.
Keep your back right there because I like your dimples right there.
Oh, it's going to still be there. It's just not going to be as deep because I ain't going to have as much fluff on my face. So look, I don't like, since we was on hair, I don't like these clacky nails when they talking with their nails. But I don't like when you meet me, you say, oh my God, your hair is nice. 3-4 months after 3-4 dinners or whatever, I have many times we done went out and hanging out. You see me, oh my God, your hair is nice. You just got it done today? Yeah. Oh, I love your hair. Then when the situation changed and we get a little closer, you going to the beauty shop again?
Whoa, that's hating.
First of all, you had liked it when I was going on a regular basis when I was paying for it. Now you feel like you want, I'm going to pay for your hair to get done. Oh, okay. Oh, I like how you get your hair. Oh, okay then. It's time to go again. Oh, you're going again? Uh-huh. I was going that frequent on my money, so I'm going to go just as frequent on yours. What are we talking? I don't like that. Don't change the game. It's what you like.
We'll pay every other one.
I mean, I'm cool with that, but you volunteered. You came in. I don't like when the point is, Ain't the principle of the matter, Smokey, is I don't like when you came in, the very thing that you liked about me is now the very thing that you're complaining about.
Yeah.
Oh, you always busy. Oh, you going to fly somewhere else? You got another award show? Oh, you going here to host another something? You met me on the carpet, Ninjago. Penny, quarter, nickel, and dime. You met me out here. This is where you saw me. Oh, I saw you on the red carpet, girl. You was looking so far. Now I got to get another red carpet.
You the fly girls.
Yeah, I was out there looking pimpalicious, according to Michael, with my pimp hat and my feather in my hat.
Thunder.
I was out there. You saw me out there. You met me out there. Now you
that red carpet.
I don't like that. That's that dating out of your range stuff. You knew who I was when you met me. Now you mad.
You do too much. You do too much.
Yeah, you want it all. Oh, girl, I love a go-getter. I love your ambition. Oh, I love a woman that's about her business. Oh, you going again? What?
And then they want to put limits on you.
What?
What?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it when People want to make a situation be about a situation. I'm gonna go back to that conversation that we was talking about where the boy had got kicked out of the house with his girlfriend, and now he needed to go back and stay with his mama and her new husband. They on that show that they was on. Shout out to Big E and Friends, vibing with Big E. They on Thursdays, 6:30 to 8, somewhere around there. Big E and Friends. That conversation was one of their segments called Crucial Conversations, and the family, the children, tried to make it be about the stepdad not wanting to let the boy son come back in the house because he turned around some months later and let her daughter with kids move in because she got evicted from her apartment. So they tried to make it be about the stepdad and not wanting the son to stay in there. And I personally felt like it was the pawpaw ain't want his grandbabies out on the streets. But this was a single man that, again, shouldn't be asking the board $250. Yeah, oh, that's called recall. Yeah, that's called recall. That's a comedian's best asset, to be able to recall, reach back and grab that thing and bring it back. See, I got to teach y'all everything out here in these 5 streets. Look here, it's 6:55. We got 5 more minutes to be here with y'all. Michael, why you tell
everything?
I got to teach y'all everything. Y'all need to know some of this stuff on your own. If he asking you for $250, that's not your person. If she asked you for $250 2-3 weeks in, you might want to consider understanding who she is. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
And if he getting put out of the house with his girlfriend and you the mama, then you might need to understand what you didn't instill and what you didn't teach him. Because like I told them on that show, I say when these get out of here, May 24, 25, I think we got about 40, maybe 39 days in 12 hours in 2 minutes. So when that one upstairs get out of here, I have equipped you with the proper essentials to sustain life under another roof.
She gonna cry when she get in the car.
Listen, he can cry, she can cry, they can cry. But I have engaged, equipped, and empowered you with the tools necessary for you to sustain yourself apart from thee. So when my son leaves here, I want to say that this is home and they can come back for. But in the voice of Ty Tribbett, he says, only one night though. You can be mad, but only one night though. You can cry, but only one night though. You can come home, but only one night though. Amen.
Come on, Mom.
Right there, we could say the benediction, take the offering, and go on to the house. Because I've said all I needed to say. And I didn't even have to turn on my hooping voice. You didn't even have to turn to your neighbor. You didn't even have to turn to your other neighbor. You didn't even have to grab your ear and say it. I said what I said, and I said it with my chest.
Run, Dallas, run.
When a boy reaches the age, when he matriculates, oh, come on, I'm going to use my good words for you. When he matriculates to an age of an adult, I don't believe, if I had to take my text, I would say when he was a child, he thought like a child.
Yes.
But now that he's an adult, he needs to put foolish things away.
Yes.
And get out of his mama house. Amen.
Bye, Felicia.
And now on to him. Listen, I can say the benediction right now. I can say it. And we could go on to the house. We got 3 more minutes. But I believe that everything that is in me, I don't really like to say there's a double standard, but I believe everything that's in me says that as a man, there is a different standard. There is a higher standard. There is a higher expectation, because at the end of the day, he's going to want to lead and he's going to want her to follow.
Yes.
But in order to be a leader, there are certain characteristics that one must possess. And for me, in my Mbop voice, for me, he's got to know how to follow. And I say that, and I said cross-eyed, slew-footed, big belly, big back, that he's got to know how to follow him, because as he follows him, then I'll follow him. Oh, come on. I said something right there. I'm going to follow him as long as he follow Christ. But at the minute and moment that he takes a detour, I'm out. I need you to stay focused. I need you to stay grounded, man of God. Say it for me, Michael. Man of what? Man of who?
God.
So listen, ladies, brothers, gentlemen, sisters, and friends, this has been yet another amazing episode of The Fire Show, where we are every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, putting a little heat to the word on the street. And guess what? Next Tuesday, we're going to be right back here. Next Tuesday, we're going to be looking for you to be right back here. And we hope that you guys have enjoyed the show on today. And we hope, just like my mama's daughter, we made you, put a little fat on your brain, made you do a little thinking about some of the life decisions that you've made. And hopefully and graciously, we hope and pray that something that we was said on today would lead you to what we have as foundation and principles, which is the word of God, the one, the only, the true living God. So listen, that's been our time. Michael, you got any final words? You want to sing?
I want to say happy Easter to everybody, because we're going to go through Easter before we see y'all again. So happy Easter.
All right. And on that note, I'm going to say happy Resurrection Sunday. And I'm going to say he rose, Christ rose. He rose from the dead. And if I had to say my Easter speech, I would say it like that. Have a kiss and a peck and a hug around the neck. Jesus loves you, and so do we. Good night, good nights, good nights, and happy resurrection to you. Don't hide no eggs. They too high. Boil and dye potatoes. God bless you. Have a good night.
Love you guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Lorenzo, get back here. We need you.
Mister.
Bye, M-I-S-T-E-R. Mister.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Yielded.
Ooh, it's the Fire Show, hosted by Yielded. Turn up the radio if